that's insanely satisfying.
It's
like
so cool.
Yeah.
Is that with the upgrade?
Yeah, that's the paid version of Streamlabs. You can put countdown videos in. Like I think Pete uses the like base one. A lot of people use that, but I was like, wait, I have After Effects. I can put something together with this. So I found a nice free background that looked like an old drive-in theater like weight screen, and put a long hue shift on that for the background. Threw in our logo and then queued out a timer for it. And
can you do it again?
Yeah. Just keep running the countdown. I can cue it at any time. It cuts everybody instantly.
Yeah, just mute.
Sorry, what was that? Those last two were an accident.
Sure.
A stupid touchpad that's like really sensitive. Yeah, so we're hanging out. We got Jeff, Kevin, Ryan, and Rob here. And where Samedi?
Where Samedi's here.
Oh, we already got people showing up in chat. We got
what's up,
Razmaz and Leo. What's up, Leo?
Thanks for the support, Leo.
Yeah, Rob. In the paid version, you get shit like this. You get that banner at the bottom. 8 days left to back City of Rot.
Nice.
Yeah, so we're just hanging out. I'm updating some links right now so that we can get Hammerella and Wirehead in here.
I can't wait to do something like that on my channel and have it just be chock full of typos.
Oh yeah, it's the best, dude. I do it like 3 weeks of just typos and bullshit, and then like the third week things start to click and we have like a countdown and stuff like that. And then I'll hate that countdown in like a month.
My cat is biting through my illustration boards.
Oh,
that's the best. All of my computer chairs look like they were like in a gunfight from my shitty
It's a
cat.
reason to go digital, Jeff.
Yeah, I know.
You're like, oh, did you go digital for whatever reason? You're like, no, my cat literally was eating my homework.
That way my cat can't get my files, but now my cat has learned how to hack the internet. So
Yeah.
Spencer's has.
Stupid modern cats.
Yeah, my cat types. My cat locks me out of my own computer. He typed boob fuck into the computer the other day, but it was like
I hate when they do that.
Yeah, it was like BEEWB and then FUQ.
Oh wow!
And I just laughed at my computer screen when I came in and saw it.
Devious bastards.
my cat got all my credit card numbers and
Yeah.
ran up a huge tab.
Huge.
Ordered himself a real doll.
A real cat doll?
Yeah, son of a bitch.
Some sort of Russian mail order cat bride type thing.
Oh man, my cat's only cats account is just
Only cats.
You can't log into it. You have to be a cat. You can't be a human.
What is this
yeah. You got to
nonsense?
stamp across the keyboard in some way to.
It's like weight sensitive. you weigh over 8 pounds. You are not a cat.
StreamYard playing games with my heart. I can't update the links right now, so we'll just dive right into it. Yeah, we're hanging out. We're I don't even know what Ryan's drawing right now. I'm like trying to.
What's Fragga's prompt?
Isn't this what your
it.
cat said? Or
Yeah,
typed?
there we go.
Boob
Boob fuck.
That's awesome.
Just warming.
yeah,
I'm warming up.
I was trying to snipe Fraga's word. I'll have to mute my mic real quick so I can see what this is. But it was like a half hour in, and he still hadn't.
He hasn't drawn yet, though, right? Did he start?
Sometimes they don't start till 7. Like he does like his like kind of hour of like old wise man shooting the shit and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, last night was Mobius theme.
Yeah, I saw.
Yeah, I did. So I'm taking the themes as much as I can and like adding Hammerella to them. So I did Mobius theme, but dropped Hammerella in the middle of it.
Nice.
Adina, right?
Yeah, it's half.
I
Yeah,
can't
this
get a
is-
straight answer out of anyone right now.
This
I
is
got
swiped
a
from
rocket
Medina.
made of dicks.
A rocket made the dicks.
Sorry, Ryan.
Oh, no problem. Oh, he's getting the word. That's what I was like. What is he talking about? Yeah, I missed Cecil Spider-Man night. That would have been fun. I wanted to do something where like Cecil is as Spider-Man is killing Uncle Ben, and he's like, "You have to die so I can be a hero." Like something like that, where he forces the uncle to be dead. You know, he's like, "The lore says my uncle has to die."
DLA
That's
says
kind
I
of
could
stuff.
do one of my lectures. You see that? See, I could handle this now. That was 5 minutes. I can't do that. Can't do it.
Well, also,
I'd-
you know,
uh,
Pete says he's not messing with you, but he is when he pops up those comments.
course
So
he is.
evidently the prompt tonight is Doctor Strange doing astral stuff, but somebody's auto-corrected it to Doctor Strange doing astral stuff.
Oh no!
Oh my god. That's fucking hilarious. Yeah, so just Doctor Strange doing Doctor Strange shit evidently. Or Wirehead, which I think I'm going with Wirehead.
Sounds good.
Or both if you're real fast.
So today, class, we're going to be discussing the Raft of Medusa. My
Yeah,
favorite
Rob.
thing.
What's it like teaching, man?
I like it.
Who's feeding back like crazy?
Yeah, what is that?
It might be.
It's
Yeah,
Jeff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had to unplug for a minute.
Oh, it's Jeff.
It sounds like Jeff is like running a chainsaw.
Yeah. He's getting in character. But yeah, no, I like teaching. I like it a lot. You get characters, you know. You get some kids. Obviously, there's a helicopter parenting, you know, so they're not when they don't get an A, but they get an A minus. It's not the end of the world. You know what I mean? Some
Madness.
kids, they got to learn to deal with that. It's not really a big deal.
Oh, and they got to learn to deal with that. They earned that.
Exactly. That's the big one. Oh man. But yeah, it's really cool when you get, you know, those certain amount of students that really connect with it, that suddenly like they're doing comics because they took the class and now they love making comics, or the ones who, when I teach the history class, now they love history and stuff. So that's you're not going to reach everyone, but if you could just reach a couple of those every class, it's rewarding.
Yeah.
But I also get to tailor it to talk about stuff I love. So that's the one thing that I do like, is that I have academic freedom in terms of like, although sometimes not so much with what's going on, but I get to talk about the certain stuff that, you know, my favorite paintings.
Yeah.
And that stuff is the best.
It's not just having to stick to someone else's
Yeah.
curriculum.
No. Yeah.
That's cool though. That just seems like terrifying to me. Like Ryan and Kevin and I think Jeff, I've even mentioned it too, know that like I want to do sort of like a little instructional comic book at some point, but it's so much more like not like this is the way to do things, just like this is the way we do things, sort of right. Like that's what I would have wanted out of the like Image guys when I was a kid. Like here's just like a 20-page comic that explains to you how they're making comics. Right. Because there was so much mystery when I was a little kid that I was just like, how the fuck does this happen? Like I can't wrap my head around any of this. And there seemed like there was so much to it. Like, and as I got older, obviously a lot of that gets like demystified, but sure. I'd like to do something like that where that's like, especially with Pete and the like newsprint printing partnership, you could do something like that for stupid cheap and actually get it out to kids.
Oh yeah,
and
definitely.
not have it be like a fucking $30 instructional book, like literally charge for it like a regular floppy comic.
Yeah, I think that's the thing too, because if there's one age that I find that they're having a hard time reaching is it's actually the high school age. That's where they think they're they're too cool rather for school, and like, you know, I don't know, they don't want to hear someone learn. I mean, who's a professional and teach them and have them learn. It's like they kind of think like, you know, I'm going to find my resources elsewhere. So maybe some kind of like cool little, you know, like a zine how-to book could really attract to them, you know?
Yep. I'm trying to find the secret Vince pinup that he sent me of Wirehead.
Yeah, I was super hard to reach as a kid. In high school, my art teacher, like, she tried her damnedest. And finally my senior year, like, I understood. I was like, oh, you know a lot more than me.
Right.
Oh.
Exactly. Yeah. That's the hardest one, that group.
And like, even things where I was like, I don't care about studying fine art or this or that. I was like, all I want to do is comic books. And she's like, all right, but this is all going to come into play and all of that. And it literally took me years being in her class to see that, like, oh, I would have been so much better off if I just shut up and listened in the beginning.
Right.
Even though there was stuff I disagreed with, but she was a good one.
Oh, damn, guys. We officially broke 350 subscribers on YouTube.
Oh, nice.
Woo.
That's crazy.
I hated art school. I had so many problems with my teachers because they just weren't teaching like technical stuff.
Yeah.
Like, it was all about the conceptual. Like, what does this piece mean?
I know. That's the other problem, is that sometimes you get the ones who do teach who are hobbyists and they actually don't know the fundamentals. So they just, they deconstruct because that's all they know.
Yeah. No, that's exactly it. Like, I had, you know, I had a concentration in drawing, so I took all the advanced drawing classes, and in like drawing 4 and like illustration and everything, there were kids in there with me, and they didn't know how to make a face.
Yep.
They didn't know basic perspective, and I didn't learn, like, really. Perspective was like 2 classes from a whole semester. You know, like,
that's insane.
It should be a whole course.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It should be a year long, like.
If I got to art school and they were like, all right, so perspective is 2 classes, I'd be like, I want my money back. Like,
and I had some cool teachers and stuff, but it was all about, you know, what are you doing and what are you trying to say? And it's like, you're not, you know, we're going to be creative regardless. You need to give students the technical skill to make what they see in their mind translate to paper as best as possible, because otherwise it's going to be frustration. They're going to give up.
Oh yeah, definitely.
See, I didn't go to art school.
Not an art teacher.
Yeah, my teacher was 4 years in high school, and from what I gather, there's a little bit of difference in that, because she also was a student at Betty Edwards, so she had like a great like teaching principle. Like, she wanted to teach, she wanted to impart wisdom and like help you reach your goals, you know. But it was all that stuff like in the beginning of the how to draw from the right side of your brain or whatever, the Betty Edwards book. Like, I was like, I don't need to do these exercises or practices, and then they're all things that my mind uses today. Like, it was totally that thing where you're like, when am I going to use this?
And you use it. It's so funny.
When am I going to use perspective?
Yeah. When am I going to look at negative space? I draw things.
If I had it my way, I'd never use perspective.
But you know what? That was something I thought about, because when SketchUp had just come out, and like I found out Stuart and Monin was using it, and like Lionel Yu and a bunch of guys, and I was sitting there going, oh, it's, you know, you don't need perspective anymore. You know, it's you know, we've advanced. And then you kind of realize, oh, I'm just tracing, and it's taking me forever just to model and do all this shit. When if I just learn how to do perspective, it takes a quarter of the time sometimes, you know?
Yeah. And you just need to know like the fundamentals of it, at least master the fundamentals of perspective. I personally, I don't use like the what's it called? I don't use rulers to make sure everything's exactly straight. I like things to be a little, off. But I still have that foundation, and I think that's the thing that a lot of people are lacking.
See, that's what Mike Mignola does. He
Yeah.
won't talk about how he does perspective, but he just says like he understands it well enough that he can like basically eyeball it and then do his
Exactly.
own thing.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
exactly what I do.
Panosian does that on a lot of his stuff now too. He refuses to use rulers and shit. Likes like the organic shaky lines even on like buildings and the backgrounds and stuff.
Okay.
Good for him.
Yeah, right. Sick.
Okay. So what do we? So Ryan, you're drawing.
I'm kind
What
of
is
just
that?
warming up. I tried to draw Doctor Strange. It looks like Sinestro. So I'm just kind of warming up super quick, and then I'm gonna get into some kind of Wirehead idea.
Oh, cool. Then I gotta do something. Then.
What up, Colin?
We got a Swinburne in the house.
Oh, Colin's back.
Man, we thought
Hey,
we
dude,
were
we're
delivering dirty tales and jokes today, and then Colin came in with the, oh yeah, guess what I did?
Yeah, right. I've actually done bondage. Like, you wusses.
And he was too hardcore for it too. He got kicked out.
Yeah.
I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do this. Showing my artboard thing.
You could just work and then like show it every once in a while.
Okay, I'll do that.
Yeah, that's usually what I do. It's like you can barely tell what the hell's going on my screen. It looks like I'm drawing a ninja right now.
That's Malin's trick over on Frega's show, how he hides his whatever his joke is going to be on the piece. So you just see the top of his head basically the whole episode.
Oh, that's right. That's true.
How you doing over there, Kevin?
What? I'm full of tacos.
Yeah, right.
It's hard to talk.
Oh yeah. How was that?
It was good. Just marinated some meat on like Saturday night, and then just let it sit for like a full day, and then barbecue today, and it was delicious. And
Very nice.
now it's hard to think about anything except for tacos.
It's a rough life.
Yeah, dude, it's rough, man.
It's been real hard.
You know, I'm over here watching Time Cop with no audio on, full of tacos, and now you're asking me to draw stuff?
Right. Dance monkey. I'm following the Vince Rush method of making up your wirehead as you go.
Yeah, he did a great job with that.
I like how everybody kind of draws him a little bit differently.
I know.
It's like a Lego set slasher.
Piece your own wirehead.
Yeah. Build a murder bot.
Draw your version of your worst nightmare.
What would you like to crush your skull today?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I liked and I hated how Peter threw us curveballs, like purposeful curveballs tonight on the open mic.
Yeah, I got some curveballs, man. Damn.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. They reminded me of yours because, let us know more about Wirehead. And when you said he's trying to help and he's like, as he's crushing someone, he's like, please stay calm. I was like, oh my God, that's so rad. That's so good.
Yeah, I just find that so. Oh, you got this. Can you take down the comment real quick? I can't see Ryan's thing.
Oh,
sorry.
It's come back.
Okay. Yeah, I thought that was like such a. Well, first off, it was a good curveball because it made me say that.
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, I blew mine. He was like, "What's her personality like?" I was like, "Oh crap, I haven't thought about how to explain that." Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
I know.
I'm like,
I was-
let me just say words.
Colin, I gotta know, do we get to see under the coat? Does Wirehead hang dong?
I'm assuming he's wearing like really short cut off denim shorts. And that's
Yeah.
why he wears the coat, is because he's very ashamed of his thighs.
They're more aerodynamic.
Easier to chase young teenagers.
Yeah. for their denim shorts.
No, yeah, I like to imagine he clearly killed a teenager, saw the denim shorts, and was like, maybe I should put those on. And then puts them on and has to hide that he stole them from a teenager.
There you go.
I think I made his head too big.
Is Wirehead related to Johnny Five?
That's a distant cousin.
That'll inform my drawing.
He was also made by a guy in brown face.
Ah. Oh god.
I forgot about that.
This is the best slasher origin ever.
What's that? Oh, that one. Yeah, sorry.
Made by a man with in brown face.
He's literally just in his basement making this thing where he's got his face painted up.
It's almost worse because it wasn't for any audience.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Cancel me. I'll make a robot that'll cancel your faces.
That's funny you brought that up, Ryan, though, because Spence and I before were talking about like, you know, those questions. It's like, what do you say without spoiling the book? You know?
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
Everything.
yeah.
Yeah, I realize it's always that thing too that 5 minutes later I'm like, oh, I got the answers now. Shit. All right.
Yeah, I know, exactly.
I figured out how to word this now that I'm off the air.
Yeah.
Perfect timing.
Oh, cool. My cat will appreciate this. Oh wait, no, even he doesn't. How big is Wirehead?
7 foot.
Okay.
Yeah, or a little over 7 foot.
Are you drawing like a police lineup or?
Yeah, I assume he's guilty of something, and I just want to get him in front of people.
Stealing them jorts, man.
No, I'm actually drawing him exiting a 7-Eleven, and I want to make sure that little height chart on the door, I want to make sure he lines up right.
I imagine stealing jorts is probably like a felony in California. So like,
I can 100% confirm that.
this man stole jorts. Hang him. So I got a really menacing, what looks like a really menacing bald guy right now.
Like the bald, full face bald mask we pulled up earlier.
Oh my god, dude!
The One Punch Man face mask.
The One Punch bondage mask that's like if I end up having to legitimately buy one of those to wear on stream, that's the one I'm going with because that shit was just too hilarious.
Why would you have to buy one?
Oh, because like Jeff is gonna be in a gimp mask.
Like you're forced to buy one.
Yeah, I'm not gonna make him
If I'm
hang.
forced to buy one, this is the one I'm gonna get for sure.
Yeah, I'm not gonna make Jeff hang alone in a gimp mask. I'll show up as One Punch Gimp and.
Am I gonna hang too?
Yeah, yeah. I'll be tubing and Jeff will be caradining and.
Right.
Yeah, what is it called when they put like the hooks in your back and you hang from your skin?
Suspension.
Good times.
I was
we're
gonna,
doing
you
that.
beat me to it, Ryan.
Yeah, it's just body suspension.
Colin says, what kind of cyborg is Wirehead? Is a man with machine parts or a machine with organics? He is a machine with subtle organics, meaning really just blood. So he's fueled by the blood of his creator.
All penis.
But otherwise, he's all cold steel.
But a warm heart.
Yeah.
He says that he's killing. He's like, cold hands, warm heart.
You got to reveal at the end his heart is actually made of gold. 100%.
I just wanted love the whole time.
Yeah. His true downfall was his heart of gold. Literal gold. The end. Don't explain anything. That's the best kind of horror.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's why it's like when he's like, "Oh, describe Wirehead," I'm like, but I don't want to.
No.
This.
I gotta start doing that to Pete when he has me on the show. So
Nah,
tell us a little
I'm
more
good.
about it. No, just X out.
I'm alright.
What you should do though, Spencer, is just trigger that like countdown if you can. Like you just you're about to explain, but then that countdown gets triggered. And then,
On his stream.
yeah.
No.
Or literally just be like, yeah. So if you want me to explain this character, babe.
Exactly.
And that's about it.
That's all the time we have.
And then you have to be like, I can't believe I told that part to you guys. That's like the craziest part.
Never again. You heard it here first and once. Only once.
You'll never hear it again.
All right, what do I do with
If he
this
asks you
guy?
about Wirehead next time, you should just have someone dress up as Wirehead, come into frame, and then kill you. Some sort of elaborate like.
Man, Vince made this guy super complicated.
Oh my God, no, forget it. He went all
And I
out.
like his version of it, so I'm like,
Yeah.
And you hate yourself, so you're gonna choose that version.
yeah, I'm like, well, this is the best one to like distinguish different plates and stuff on it, like the most available angle right now. But I'm like, of course, Vince just fucking does everything to like an insane degree all the time. Like,
Where's a good shot of Wirehead's hands?
oh,
The Indiegogo page?
Rush, Vince Rush's print on Twitter.
Christian has a
yes.
pretty good one too. For little
Christian
details.
has him too in there. DLA Blood and Metal. I'm not sure that holds up scientifically.
That's the best part.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
You don't lube your lawnmower with human blood ever?
Yeah.
The best in the biz. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure to message Vince and be like, "I hate you."
Oh my God. When I saw that, I sent that to Michael O'Shea, the artist. He was just like, "Please don't tell me you want me to do all that detail." I was like, every panel.
Right?
You should
You
have been
gotta
like, no. Vince will be doing all that detail. You're fired, Mike.
Pack it up, champ. You did good.
It's a good effort. You can go home now.
No, Mike knows I love his work. He's all right, but I love his work.
Like the little ear dongles on the side.
Yeah. I can't tell you how many people, Ryan. I'm not even kidding. 3 people said, "Can you please make a perk where Ryan's print is the cover?" I was like,
That's right.
I was like, "Oh,
Right. I'm coming in, taking over as the cover artist. It's my
Yeah, I know, it's like,
secret
damn.
goal this whole time.
Taking over this town.
Ink them all.
Woo!
I love that ad. Sorry, not to change the topics, but I love the voiceover on the City of Rot.
Yeah,
it's
right.
so good.
We'll be remembered for our trailer.
Who did that, by the way? I remember you told me. but,
It's a guy on Fiverr. I still need to fucking look him up. I just been stupid busy. It's Tim something. I believe Tim something. Regular white guy named something on Fiverr, and he's known for doing just movie voices, and he's excellent and insanely fast.
Damn.
Like I sent him the script and everything for that, and he had it back to me in like 20 minutes. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, good pricing.
Yeah. I want to say it was like $40 or something with everything that we did.
Oh wow.
And with the time and everything, I ended up like tipping him and stuff like that. But
Very nice.
it was like exactly what we were going for, and we wanted to launch strong. So I think it definitely helped early on. It's just you can't really do much when you're fighting a billion other campaigns all at once.
Yep.
Yeah, can you guys take down your campaigns for a little while?
Yeah,
Just for
I'm
this week?
sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
I know. Damn.
I'll blame Peter. We're not live, right? Okay. Yeah. Peter gave me this date. Yeah, that guy. He said you'll crush him. Oh shoot! I mean, no, but I didn't. I knew a bunch of people were going to be launching towards the end of the year and the start of next year. I think we all did, and it was kind of like, just get in now, at least. Like,
Right. Before it's too late, and here we are. Jeez, Kevin, shut the fuck up.
yeah,
I'm
right.
Up in time cop
torn
again.
between drawing and I'm watching Time Cop. He did just knife fight a guy, and it was like the worst knife fight I've ever seen. They both dropped their knives, and then they swapped knives for some reason. I'm not sure why that was like necessary.
Because it's cool.
There's no audio, so they might have said, "Do you want to switch knives?"
That's
It's
a
an
cool.
old
Can I borrow
tactic.
that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
gentlemen used to do that.
I'm kind of liking the cut of that knife's jib. Do you mind if we switch?
And swap.
I would like to see
I
a movie
wish-
though that does knife fights real, because like everybody in movies, it's always like, oh, a knife fight, and he just immediately disarms the guy, and it's like no problem. But in real life, it's like the most dangerous way to get in a fight if somebody has a knife. Like every
yeah.
self-defense trainer is just like, if somebody has a knife, run away.
Yeah, I think everything like I've seen where like they actually talk about like knife self-defense and like fighting with knives, it's like going in, you should know that you are going to get cut by that knife. It's
Yeah, exactly.
not like it's not plausible for you to just go out like unscathed. Like you're gonna get cut or stabbed or something.
Right.
Damn.
I saw a really cool video once. These two guys. took
How
a
to
bunch of
get
YouTube
stabbed
videos.
minimally.
So cool.
They took a bunch of YouTube videos that had knife defense maneuvers in them and tested them. And they each put on white T-shirts, and one of them had a knife, which was basically a marker. And then the other guy would try and use the defense tactics. And after each one of them, the guys had marker marks all over their shirts, in their stomach, in their kidneys,
Yeah.
everything.
Oh, God. That's crazy.
Needless to say, they were dead.
Oh, see, Colin says, "Can you please make a perk where Ryan's picture is a giant poster?" He might have been one of the guys.
Dude, hell yeah. Chopper starring Eric Bana is awesome. That whole story is really cool too.
I never
Yeah,
saw
that
that.
dude's just nuts.
Eric
Yeah,
Bana or Chopper?
Chopper.
yeah, who Eric Bana's playing. Eric Bana like gained like a bunch of weight to play that dude too.
Yeah, he's a
that's how he got,
monster in that movie.
That's how he got the Incredible Hulk. They saw that movie and they thought he would be great.
Really?
You know what? You would look great the size that you are, but just green.
Yeah, doing this on a whole nother level.
My wife just asked me, do shank fights count?
Then she comes at you with one.
Because I whittled this table leg into a shank. Come in it.
Be prepared. Ha
Always on your toes, bitch.
You're repping the wrong colors in your own household.
West side of the house. So are you guys watching any Halloween like horror? Are you doing any horror movie watching with your significant others or anything? Since it's
tons.
time of year.
We actually just
What are you
watched
guys watching?
not a horror movie, but we watched Little Monsters last night. I hadn't seen that in forever.
Oh yeah, me neither. Did it stand up or was it good? I don't even
It's
remember.
actually pretty good. There's a lot of cussing in it. Like they say shit and piss, and the funniest part that they would never do today is at one point they're trying to prank this kid who's actually Buzz from Home Alone, and they go into his fridge, they take his tuna sandwich and they change it with like cat food and stuff, and then at one point he has apple juice, and the little monster takes it and pisses in it. Like they would never do that in a Disney movie.
The good old days. Howie Mandel pissing in kids' drinks.
But the end is actually really freaky. Boy is terrifying. The main bad guy.
Yeah.
His face gets ripped off, and he has like this evil, like half his brain's exposed, and he has like this little evil face behind his regular skin.
Whoa.
That's how I feel like all kids movies though were back in the day. They're like, it's a kids movie. It's like, no, this is really weird and terrifying. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's supposed to make them shit their pants.
Yeah, like Something Wicked This Way Comes. They're like, just put this on for the kids. There's no real monsters in it. And like, then I was like, I'm scared of clouds now.
Have you guys seen
Everything
that show?
sucks.
Have you guys seen that show Freud on Netflix?
Freud?
Mm-hmm.
No.
It's like a supernatural thriller with Sigmund Freud.
Where he just bangs ghosts.
No.
It's really good.
He's into his ghost mom.
Yeah.
There's this one part where like this cop is like singing to kids, and he's like playing Father Christmas and stuff, and he's like, "Were you good this year? Like, well, Krampus will come and eat you." And that was like at least to teach kids to be good. Like the monster's gonna come to your house and eat you. Like fuck Cole, he's just gonna demolish you.
Don't be a shitty kid.
Oh man, some of the best first children's books are from Germany, and they're literally like these basically cautionary tales of what happens to you if you don't cut your nails or you suck your thumbs. And this guy's like a thumb chopper will come out, and comes out with like these these landscape clippers, and he just chops off the kid's thumb.
Real normal stuff.
they definitely reference that in like The Office, and they show like this guy like running around with like tights, and he's got like
That's it. Yeah.
shears,
He's
and you're
got
like,
tights
oh,
on.
that's terrifying.
That's the guy.
That's like everything back then. It was like, they'd come up with some weird folklore for like, don't wander close to the woods. Really, it was like, a bear's gonna eat you, but it's like the boogeyman's waiting in there for you.
Right.
Oh, dude.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, there's still stuff that like I'll say to this day because like my mom told me, and Gabby's like, that's not real, and I'm like, pretty sure if you walk outside barefoot and it's cold, you'll get sick. That's a real thing. Every single time.
My mom wouldn't lie to me for 30 years. All right.
Yeah. Come on, Gabby, my supposed wife.
How long have you known me?
No, I said one the other day, and she's like, "Oh," I was like, because there's like we have a bunch of frogs out in the front of our house, and I was like, well, make sure you go wash your hands because that frog will definitely give you warts." And she's like, "That's not true," and I was like, 100% that's true. And then I had to like look it up, and it's not true at all. And I was like, "Dang it!"
That's amazing.
I'm just gonna start believing everything Kevin says and just see what happens.
Yeah.
Honestly,
See how
though,
quickly
like-
you're arrested.
Like most of the time though, that's a very fun thing for me to do, is try and keep a straight face and say the most ridiculous thing possible. And I have a really good friend, and he's pretty gullible, and like for years he was like, "You said it straight to my face," and I was like, I was hiding behind a bush because I was laughing so hard. But I was like, yeah, besides cats, pincher bugs are the only other insect / animal on Earth that scientists just straight up don't understand. And he was like, really? And I was like, 100%. That's a real thing. And for years, he would tell people that like it was like a fact, and they would just look at him like he was very, very dumb.
Bro, scientists definitely understand cats.
Yeah. Just in general, though, not like any specific one thing. Just it as a whole, scientists don't get cats or pincher bugs.
No. Shit's
Oh my
confusing.
god. Colin says he's a real monster. I got several schools to put Watership Down on for 5-year-olds. Oh
That's
my god,
amazing.
Dude,
that
that
movie messed me up.
the G rating though, that was like Poltergeist is rated like PG.
Yeah,
And then that's like why they made the PG-13 rating, because like that movie's
Right.
clearly not for kids.
yeah, and even the Hammer horror films. When you watch the horror of Dracula and all that, you're like, that was G. That was rated G.
Oh, that's insane. Yeah.
Yeah,
those are
when it
great.
was just you were rated like G or X.
Yeah, there was 2 ratings.
It's a fuck film or it's for kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the ratings were, does the naked woman die in it, or is she making out with someone?
Right.
But
Is
there's
this,
definitely
movie,
going to be a naked woman in it.
is this movie rad as hell or just kind of okay?
Yeah, I think I told you guys before that when I saw Poltergeist, which, yes, should have been rated higher, but I think my mom still would have taken me to see it. It was either kindergarten or first grade, and it was with a
Hashtag
double
Kuma.
feature of Tron. So we saw
Oh, wow.
Tron first, and my little head is just like, hell yeah. Oh my God, Tron. This is so rad. This is that. And then she's like, all right, let's go to the second movie now. And it traumatized me for weeks. I was scared of the
You're in a
closet.
digital
Oh.
world full of ghosts.
I like looking at like there's an Instagram that I follow that they just post like stills from like just good movies. And there was a still from Poltergeist, and I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about that scene. But it's like the giant like skeleton head like coming out of the closet.
Oh,
I was like,
yeah.
just the still of that though, I was like, that to this day looks so good and creepy. Like
Yeah.
it's terrifying.
The
Dude,
sequel's not that
I don't
bad
get
either.
jealous often, but EVS's rich ass bought the fucking clown puppet from the original Poltergeist.
Are you serious?
Yeah, he posted it on Twitter the other day, and I was just like, what the fuck? Like,
Holy shit.
We know
Yeah.
the rumors that Steven Spielberg basically ghost directed it. Do you guys believe that?
probably.
Like he died and then became a ghost and then he directed.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's
With
why
research
it's
into
such
the
a good
topic.
haunting movie.
Yeah, see, we have to start believing other things in order to believe that. So we've got a whole belief ladder now that we have to climb to get there.
Okay, so I think I have the pencils for mine done, and he kind of just looks like a robot in a pimp coat. But
That's the original pitch.
That was.
yeah,
And then the girls weren't delivering, and he had to start.
I'm gonna
crashing.
add some more wires in the back eventually.
Going
Pimp
a little
coat him
closer
up.
with it, or
I-
go full screen.
I should just make it a his hand doing the Dolomite fist coming up. But yeah, it looks like he's wearing a fur pimp coat. Cause that pencil
with
real loose. Loose like all of Wirehead's hose.
That's it.
That's right.
The hose coming out of his head?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh no, they're wires.
It's a 12 gauge hose.
Don't call me Hosehead. Does he? Is he called Wirehead in the book? Is that something, or is that something for that's the fans know what
That's
his
a spoiler.
name is?
That's when Wirehead comes in and kills you.
Oh no!
It's the project that made him. It's called Project
Oh.
Wirehead.
Cool.
Yeah.
Dude, this is one of those things. It feels like this already was an 80s movie. Like everything is like so perfect. You're like, no, this already exists, right? This is already so like classic
know.
feeling.
That's how it feels for me, man. It's killing me. I'm like, I'm dying to get this out there.
Yeah, I like that you can see Mike in the characters in his work too. Now that I've seen him on live streams, like
You know
the
what he
people
looks
in the
like.
book, they look like him.
Even the girls.
Yeah, it's
Awesome,
really
just
funny.
like Mike.
Yeah. It's so funny. I told him, I was like, listen, this one character, you got to change it up. I was like, he doesn't
Too
have
much like him.
Yeah, well, one of them, because I was like, he looks just like the other guy.
He's just a massive.
Oh, I see
narcissist.
what you
He's
mean.
drawing himself.
Yeah.
Just like an old like the Disney animators with like a mirror in front of himself.
Right.
He's constantly looking and
That's great. Means he's doing reference. He's gonna be getting those facial expressions right.
Oh yeah. I told him, I was like, listen, I was like, this line when she's screaming here, I said it needs to be like she's never screamed this loud in her entire life. And he was like, okay. And then he sent me the panel. I was like, oh my god, it's like excellent.
I can start inking this mess shortly. How is your guys' real art going?
Oh, you mean like our little drawing?
Yeah.
It's going.
How are the real artists doing?
Oh, the real artists.
We're doing just fine, Spencer. Fancy artist voice.
like I told you, I bought a bucket today, so everything's going great in my life.
Yeah.
Probably
really
gonna
did
smell
buy a
my
bucket,
toilet.
I did buy a bucket and I was very excited about it because I was like, we were in the store and I was like, look, and I can put all sorts of stuff in there. And then I started filling it up with stuff. And then Gabby was like, we're not buying all that. And I was like, but we could.
But it fit in the bucket.
Yeah.
Bucket rule.
Bucket roll. As long as it fits,
Yeah.
I'm buying it.
Sometimes you just gotta explain the bucket rule to the ladies, you know?
Yeah.
Chicks, man, they don't get it.
I know, man. God. It's like pay me
Welcome
equal
back.
and don't talk to me about buckets.
Welcome back to the He-Man Woman Hater Club.
No, ma'am. I want to be a no, ma'am.
No ma'am club.
Yeah.
It wasn't that the Bundy one?
Yeah. No, ma'am.
The Ted Bundy Club.
The Ted Bundy Club, for sure.
I live in his hunting grounds.
Wow.
He killed in Tallahassee.
Allegedly.
That's why we chose this place.
That's
Did you say allegedly? Isn't that where he escaped and went and killed a bunch of fucking sorority girls or some shit?
Spencer,
Mhm.
allegedly.
Yeah. Sorry, I forgot Kevin is Ted Bundy's lawyer.
Still hoping we can get him off those charges, man.
Yeah, listen, guys. I'm not gonna have you talking bad about my client, or I'm not gonna come on these streams anymore.
Kevin, you are aware that he is, in fact, dead. Is he now?
Oh,
The first I heard of it.
Did they?
I'm gonna have to speak with my client about this.
Yeah. You're telling me that they did a documentary on this. What is this thing called? Netflix?
I wish he would have told me he was dead.
Did he?
Just like
I forgot what
that.
happened to him. Did he get the chair? No, there's no chair, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it was the chair, I think.
Yeah.
I think so.
They shot him in the dick.
Yeah. For my method of execution, I choose dick shot, please.
Yeah. And
I
this
choose.
this is why I'm not in politics.
I was gonna say I choose time cop. I touch a past version of myself, and then I somehow like warp out of time and space. It's
Nice.
mostly because that just happened in time cop.
See, folks think that the death penalty is a little bit too harsh. I say it's not harsh enough. Shoot him in the dick.
Dick shot.
My beautiful, kind wife said, yes, he did get killed in an electric chair, and she also sat in said electric chair.
She
Oh, I
sat-
thought you were gonna say she sat in on him getting fried. I was like, what was
That's
she
what I
like
thought.
4?
She's like, Burno!
It was a day trip.
Just eating a big lollipop, watching Ted Bundy fry.
It's the
How they
school
do
field
it
trip.
there?
Oh man, Tallahassee, home of Ted Bundy's murders and T-Pain.
I don't think he was killed in Tallahassee. It was somewhere else in Florida.
Nobody cared about T-Pain.
So you call
Why
him
am I
that.
supposed to?
Because he's T-Pain and he's great. He's a national
Oh.
treasure, Ryan.
I'm sorry, I love him.
Yeah, how dare you talk bad about Terrence Payne?
Yes. His name's actually Constance Payne because his parents had a sense of humor. Sorry, that was for last night's episode, Low Hanging Fruit. Don't clap for that. I'm going to bed. Ted Bundy, the shoe salesman from Married with Children.
Yes.
Wasn't he the one too that would like go back to the dead girls and like lay next to him and do their makeup and like bite them and shit? And that's how he basically got caught.
Sure, why not?
Yeah, it was like because of the bite marks he was leaving on him, and he had fucking like a distinct teeth pattern. I'm pretty sure.
I think that's in part.
But he was
That-
like he was going back to the bodies, and he would like do their makeup up and like lay in ditches next to them and talk to them like he was on dates. The girlfriend
I
must
shouldn't
have
be
been
laughing, but
yeah, right. The girlfriend who they all looked like must have been thrilled about that. That chick, like, couldn't get him to hang out with me, but he'd kill a bunch of women who looked like me so he could talk with them in ditches.
Phew.
I need to step away for a minute, feed my cat,
Sure.
and get another whiskey beverage. So I'm gonna leave you guys to do your thing.
All right.
See this really quick. Ryan, doing a head
Oh.
squeeze. That's kick ass, man.
Oh,
I love that. And Kevin's shoulder. Oh, hell yeah.
I'm done.
there's gonna be a bunch of guts over here.
Kick
that looks
ass. And Jeff.
I don't know if you can see that.
Fuck yeah.
Ooh.
All right, I double
Four.
quit.
4 distinct versions of Wirehead. 3 that are significantly better than mine. Oh, and Rob as well. Hell yeah. Why? I'm like, I just thought Rob was here, like,
Oh,
spectating.
nice.
You don't care about
Kick-ass,
the creator.
Right? The creator
He's
of
like-
Wirehead.
I just
It's like,
gotta
stay on model, guys.
Right?
Come on, guys.
I gotta fix the nose. He's looking a little bit like Jimmy Durante though. So I gotta-
Kick ass. Great time. Yeah, I'm gonna leave you guys running it, and I will be back in a moment. Yeah. Hit that like button, everybody.
Colin asked, "Isn't that Ed Gein?" And I don't think that was Ed Gein that was laying in ditches with women.
Oh, maybe it was.
No, Ed Gein was the one that was like he would.
Skin them and stuff, right?
Yeah, he
He
would
made
like
the
take
he
them
made the
apart.
suit. He was the Silence of the Lambs kind of guy.
Yeah, they made Buffalo Bill, or they based Buffalo Bill off of him, and then Leatherface from Texas Chainsaw Massacre from Plainview, Wisconsin.
Did you guys watch Mindhunter?
Oh hell yeah!
No, I heard it's awesome though.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, Ed Kemper was held at Atascadero State Hospital, which is like where I'm from.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the performances in that were great.
Yeah, yeah.
The guy that did Manson did a great job. And wait, was Kemper the one that was the big dude?
The really big guy with like the mustache and the glasses.
Yeah, he was the best. He was incredible.
Did you ever watch the show Barry?
Yes.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I haven't
Holy
seen it.
that's like the best show ever.
Oh yeah.
I think.
Barry is really, really goddamn good. But the guy that plays Ed Kemper is in Barry for like he's like an IT guy. Basically, they talk to for like 2 or 3 episodes, but he's kind of like in the background, and it's really funny because he doesn't have the mustache. You're like, that guy looks familiar. Who the hell is he? And you're like, oh, That's Ed Kemper from Mindhunter.
Nice.
Yeah, I have a buddy that he like works on Barry. And have you seen all of Barry? Like all of it?
I have not, but I heard great things.
I have.
Okay. Do you remember like the I don't want to spoil anything, but there's a scene where Barry goes into a grocery store
Yes.
and someone kind of confronts him there. If you look at basically there's like something goes down and then it kind of like cuts over to a shot of like a clerk and there's like a guy bagging groceries and they're checking someone out. The guy with the dumb dopey smile that is supposed to be like bagging the groceries, that's like my really good friend Mark that I've grown up with, that he basically is like a personal assistant. And yeah, it's really funny because he always tells me about stuff like about that show, and he actually like gets to talk to like a lot of people on the writers and stuff like that. It's really cool. It's really interesting, the stuff that he does. But
That's awesome.
yeah, that show is absolutely fantastic. Like that was one that I like basically watched it like, you know, every episode as soon as it came out, and then my wife hadn't really seen a lot of it, so I was like, hey, like, you know, I think Mondays we both have Mondays off, so I was like, we should start watching something consistently. So we finally like got our way through that show, and then she just got so upset because like the cliffhanger that it leaves you at, kind of the very end of it. She's just like,
yeah.
I have to fucking wait now, I guess. And I'm like, yeah, that's the best part though. You're just like, oh my god, that was insane.
I don't like very many TV shows, and that show, I was just like, this is the greatest show ever. It's so badass.
Yeah, and like the humor is just so like it's so good.
Yeah, well, yeah. Everyone was like, "Oh, have you been watching The Punisher?" I'm like, "Yeah, I watch Barry."
Yeah.
They might
But
not
sorry,
do
yeah,
another
the humor,
season of Mindhunter.
They might not do another season.
Yeah, they
Why
said
is that?
apparently it's not getting enough views, and it's
Dude,
really
Netflix
expensive.
just cancels like all their shit though. Like, what is with that?
Netflix? I thought that was an HBO show.
No, that's Netflix.
Wait, is that the one? Is that the one with the comedian who's isn't he like a killer or something?
That's Barry. That's what they were talking about earlier. Yeah.
Oh, you were talking about Mindhunter.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, I heard that about Mindhunter. No
That's
season
kind of
3.
upsetting.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Did it get 2 seasons? Because they basically been giving everything 2 to 3 seasons, and then since the numbers die off, even if it's loyal, they just get a new show.
Yeah, it got 2 seasons, and then
Yeah.
I don't think I've actually finished season 2 though. I think I was like close, but I definitely liked season 1 a lot more.
Yeah, season 1 was better, but it was still pretty good.
Oh, it feels good to draw. I've been freaking promoting so much. I haven't had time to like work on stuff.
And
Yeah,
you are promoting right now too, in a weird way.
That's
Perfect.
true. I am.
And I don't know if you guys know, but Robert's going to pay us each $100 for these drawings.
What?
I thought I should break that to you guys now. This would be a good time to just say that out loud.
This way to make the stream awkward now, Ryan.
Well, I didn't
Build,
tell him
bro.
how much you're paying me.
Yeah.
I'm going to tweet this out. Get some more people in here hanging out.
I've been rewatching all of the classic 30s monster movies. So I've been like doing Frankenstein right now. So I saw Frankenstein
Hell yeah.
and then Bride. But the one that I had never seen was Son of Frankenstein. That one's really good.
I don't think I've ever seen that one.
Yeah, I've honestly never even gave that a shot. And I saw it for the first time. It was really good. Bela
It's been
Lugosi
at least 20 years. Yeah, explain it. Yeah.
Oh, what? Oh, you know, you've seen it?
Yeah, but it's been at least 20 years. So go ahead. Yeah, go ahead and get into it.
Okay, no, I just really love that Bela Lugosi is in it, but he plays Igor. But Igor's severely damaged from the incident you know, when he from the first one. It's not the same. A different actor played him in the original movie, so Bela Lugosi plays him. And I like the idea that this son gets all of his inheritance, and you know he's kind of obsessed with, you know, following through with his father's legacy. And they find the original monster because Igor has been like taking care of it, and then basically it's like the sins of the father get passed down to the son, and he ends up becoming exactly what his father was. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
Yeah.
So serious.
Yeah, I didn't expect it to be. Usually, like the third in the series, you're always like, eh. And it was a good one.
They did have standards to keep up. Those first two were cool, so they have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, we. Go ahead. Go ahead. No, go ahead, Robert.
I want to know which one, if you guys had like a favorite, or if you're rewatching any of those.
We haven't gone back that old yet, but I have been. I did make my wife sit through the first three Friday the 13th, and we're gonna watch the fourth one tonight.
Oh hell yeah, dude! 4 and 6 go together real nicely. Those
I can't wait. I want to watch 6. I haven't seen that in forever.
6 is the best one.
Yeah, that's what
It's so perfectly directed. Like you can say whatever you want about the cheesiness or whatever, but it is. I love it frame by frame.
It's
like the way they move the camera.
Movie.
It's so good. It's so good. And
Which
my
one was
wife
that
was
one?
like,
That's the one that has rules. Like it's fully grown up. Tommy.
Oh yeah.
The lightning.
It's the ring of fire fight at the end, and the lightning rod at the beginning. It's literally like an EC comic turned into a movie.
Is.
And Tom McLaughlin's
best
a huge
kills.
fan of those. Yeah, like it has some of the best ones. It's the one that's like full of ham-fisted references that everybody hates on, but it's like the reason the movie is so loved. Like it's literally just like a total love letter to horror fans, and it's what the series needed at that point in time. And I feel like it's just been missing it ever since like if they could figure out how to do another part 6, it would fucking make shitloads of money. Like McLaughlin's like the dude they should be calling if that legal shit gets figured out. Like
he needs to do with the Wirehead movie then.
Oh my god, dude.
There you go.
That'd be crazy. Colin says he's only seen Jason X. Believe it or not, that was the first Friday the 13th movie I ever saw.
That's like the worst one production wise. Like it's so schlocky. I love it, but it's like the worst. It's
but at 156, it's like, oh, this is it.
Yeah, like production value wise, X is worse than 5 in my eyes. Like 5 looks like it was shot in a weekend with like a couple $100 and like a really good camera. Yeah. And that's why it like blows my mind that it's like Jeff's favorite. But
I just like I see what he means though. I like the kind of twist at the end.
I like it because it was trying to do something different. But
I don't even care about the twist. I just think the characters are so crazy and the story is insane and the violence is so over the top. It's just like balls to the wall.
That one's super cartoony too. Like,
and I love the kills in it. The kills are really brutal.
Yeah. I mean, you see the fat Snickers bar kid like hack to pieces in like the first 10 minutes.
The freaking characters.
And Tommy's insane in that.
Yeah.
He's terrifying.
That's the thing, is the kid who plays Tommy in that one is like a way better actor than the dude who plays full grown Tommy, Tom Matheson or whatever. But I always
Corey Feldman.
Yeah, young Tommy is Corey Feldman. Then it was the other guy in part 5 who's like nutcase Tommy that they basically redact in part 6.
Oh, right. That's right.
But part 6, like it's the better one, but that actor Tom Matheson isn't like anything great. Like he's just sort of like he fills the role.
Yeah, he was in Return of the Living Dead.
Yep, he's like the dumb redneck kid in like the B plot. We got another backer. We're one backer away from breaking 100.
Nice, brother. That's great. Which one do you think is the worst?
Worst has got to be Jason Goes to Hell.
Yeah.
Not 3 and like the unnecessary yo-yoing and juggling.
You watch your
That's the
goddamn
best.
mouth.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
So bad.
Unnecessary.
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 Yeah, Kevin. I forget what the juggling was originally supposed to be.
Probably
Necessary.
more yo-yoing.
Necessary.
No, it was the
Is it
juggling.
necessary? I drink my own urine. No, but it's sterile, and I like the taste.
I like the taste.
Yeah, they were supposed to do something else, and I forget what it was. None of them could do it. And the kid who they got, Larry Zerner, to play Shelley, he was actually really good at juggling, and he was the one who, I think me and Jeff talked about it a couple days ago. He was walking out of a video store, and Sean Cunningham and one of the other producers saw him, and they were like, "You're perfect for this movie we're doing." And it was the new Friday the 13th, and they cast him as Shelley basically on the spot. But they were, I was just watching the documentary yesterday too, and they talk about it in that with Larry Zerner, but it was some other like stupid party trick. And Larry was like, "Yeah, we can't do that." Like they were, it wasn't even a party trick. It was with paddle balls for the 3D, like a ball and paddle on a string. And
okay.
they said it was like impossible to get the ball to go directly at the camera the way they needed it for the shot, because they wanted it to go like 3 times in a row directly at the camera and get like closer to the camera every time and like more intense with the 3D effect. And it was just too hard. Like they were like every time the ball would just go all over the place. And they did that for like an hour straight doing takes of that, and they couldn't get it. So finally Zerner was like, we can just juggle, and he taught one of the other guys how to juggle with him, and those two juggle with the camera like aimed down at them purely because they couldn't get a fucking paddle ball to work.
Oh my god. Yeah, that one's
3's the best though. 3's like the reason we have the hockey mask. Like,
oh, of course.
I love 3. It's also is it 3 or 4 that has the weird rape angle in it?
I don't remember rape angle.
I think that's 4 because then I don't remember that from last night, but I could be wrong.
I think it's 3. It's the flashback with the chick.
Oh,
she's
yes.
like,
Yes.
the words, it got a bunch of shit, and it's very clearly alluding to her being raped. And then she's like, "I just don't know. I black it all out now. I don't remember." And like, it was a huge deal at the time. They were straight up like, you had Jason rape a chick, like, or allude to Jason raping a chick in the movie. And then they have another flashback to it later on. And I think the like funniest part about it, I mean, it's horrible, but it's funny just because the boyfriend character in the movie, like she's talking about the flashback and they're showing the flashback and it cuts back to the boyfriend and he just like brushes it off and goes about business. Like, it's just like, all right, yeah, whatever. And it's just
No
like,
biggie.
He was also like 12. Well, he looked like he was like 15 years older than her. It was
yeah,
like really
he's
weird.
Oh, yeah, totally.
45.
It's like 45 and she's like 19.
Someone's dad is trying to bang all the counselors. That became like a trope in the Friday the 13th too, because Steve Christie in the first one, he's like that guy. He's trying to bang the first final girl. What's her face? Is that Alice, the first one?
Oh,
I think it's Alice. He's trying to bang her, and she sort of, it's funny because she's a final girl, but she's not like the classic final girl where she's sort of like really pure and really good, like Laurie Strode. She's sort of just the final girl because none of the other dudes try to fuck her. Like, it's like just like process of elimination sort of thing, like ran out of dudes to pair off with her. And
She's
they even
literally the last survivor. Like,
yeah, the character's written like that too. It's not like she's not interested in dudes or anything, or she's like too book smart and like pure to like be shacking up with boys. It's just like the dudes chose other girls, so she's just like riding solo this weekend, and that's why she survives. And like her only option was old Steve Christie, and that's why she doesn't end up with a dude. Is she's like, I'm not gonna bang this old guy. It's absolutely hilarious.
She does pretty good on her own though. At the end, I was impressed. She kept going for a long time because she's dealing with fast Jason too.
Oh yeah, well the first one's Pam.
Mom.
So
Yeah.
she's fighting off Pam.
I thought we were still on the third one. My bad.
Yeah, no, because that is like probably the fastest Jason other than the reboot part 3.
He even like runs in it, doesn't he?
I was gonna say, if you're talking about Alice fighting Pam, she is like, she does hold her own in that fight. I think that's why that movie stands up so well still, like holds up so well still, is like that final fight is like kind of clunky and weird, but it's believable. Like it's like two chicks that probably have never gotten in a real fight in their life, like clumsily beating the shit out of each other in a small cabin.
I think too, though, one of the things that I thought was really interesting is when I was going to school in Jersey, I was like watching that, and then one of my like classmates, he's like, "Oh yeah, like I've never seen it." And I was like, "How have you not seen like Friday the 13th?" And he's like, "Well, I already know, like it's Jason Voorhees." And I was like, "Oh no, we need to watch it." And he was so shocked at the twist that it was just like Pam.
Right,
And
you're already wrong.
Yeah, I know. And I was like, that's the cool part, is I think so many people at this point that haven't seen that movie, they're just like, oh yeah, it's just a guy in like a hockey mask, and you're like, oh, you're so wrong. Just watch this movie. But I'll be right back. I got to use the restroom.
Oh yeah, I showed my little cousins that like a couple years ago, around the time they turned 18, because their dad's a little like iffy with shit like that. So it's like, I'll wait till they're adults and they can make their own decision, sort of thing. Showed it to them, and it like absolutely blew their minds. Because like Kevin was saying, is like most of the kids grew up in a time, like even my generation, like I'm only 30 fucking years old, and we were on the tail end of it. If it wasn't for Jason X and things like Freddy vs. Jason, I feel like most of my generation wouldn't have even known about it. I'm one of those weird exceptions where I just had a dad who was showing me terrible shit way before he probably should have.
Same.
Yeah, so it's like
same.
that's why I talk to dudes all the time on Twitter and stuff, and other people in the community. They always think I'm like 10 years older than I am, because I'm just familiar with all this shit from the 80s and stuff. I'm just like, I had a dad who just like was essentially like the whole CG thing now, where they're like, comics right now isn't doing it the way they used to do it. It's like, that's how my dad was with like TV and movies in the 90s. He's like, man, movies kicked so much ass in the 70s and 80s. Like, I gotta show you this. And like, he'd get like bootleg tapes of stuff and come home and be like, we're watching this tonight after dinner. And that's probably why I have like an addictive personality when it comes to movies and comics and all this other shit. Is I'm just like, I love stories because of my stupid dad.
He'll get some hair on your chest.
It sounds like a film title, The Final Girl. A film of a girl who outlasts some slasher and tries to live a normal life after. I was gonna say, there's one that I always mix up. I don't know if that's the one or not. So there's one with like I think it's Malin Ackerman.
Oh, dude, it's for sure Malin Ackerman.
It always is. Like whenever you doubt it, it just is.
Yeah.
Yeah, Beth really liked this. It's kind of a chick flick. It wasn't bad though. It's called The Final Girls.
Oh, dude, I love that movie. That movie's awesome.
Yeah, it's like super weird and meta, but it's like this chick's mom was like a famous actress that was in like snuffy sort of slasher, like schlocky slasher flicks back in like the 70s and 80s. And then her mom dies in like a tragic car accident, and they're the local theater like a year later. That's like the start of the story. That's literally on the box, Kevin.
Oh, I know.
The like a year later or something like that, the local theater is doing like midnight showing of like the most famous like schlock horror movie her mom was a star in. And through a series of weird events, she's teleported into the movie, sort of Last Action Hero style, and ends up in a slasher movie with like her mom. And it's like this weirdly, like, it's a really well done slasher flick. It's also wildly funny, and then has like a really well done, well executed, like heartfelt ending, which was surprising. And it's like my girlfriend's one of her like favorite fucking movies, and I was really surprised with how much I liked it. But I always mix that up with The Final Girl, which is another solid horror movie.
Yeah, Final Girls also has like Thomas Middleditch, and then that Adam guy from like Workaholics. But yeah, that movie's I think I like rented it like digitally, and then basically it's like, I need to buy this movie because I actually really, really enjoy it.
Do you guys have a favorite slasher movie from the 90s, if you had to pick one. That's not Scream.
I forgot Middle Ditch is in that. I love the new wave, the black kid in it, who's just like, wait, is new wave real?
New Wave?
Yeah. Wait, did you said what's your favorite slasher movie?
Oh,
that's
yeah. I
not
was like,
Scream?
I don't know. Yeah, from the 90s.
From the 90s.
That
Oh
isn't
man.
Scream.
Oh man.
I've never seen Scream all the way through. I'll admit that right now.
Oh, you fucker.
No, I was just saying, like 2 streams ago, that I had never seen Scream.
Yeah, I told Kevin I have to make him watch Scream.
I don't know. What
I
if I
didn't-
watch it though and I scream?
God damn it. If we're going 90s, damn man, what is that? Like Chucky, Bride of Chucky, Halloween H2O,
Mm-hmm.
2 or 3 of the Scream movies.
I Know What You Did Last Summer.
The last 2 Maniac Cop movies. I Know What You Did Last Summer. I Still Know What You Did Last Summer, I think was still 90s. Urban
Mhm.
Legend.
Urban Legend. There's one I really I don't know. It's not great, but I really like it.
Urban
haven't-
Legend.
No, you haven't mentioned it yet. I want to see if you will.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of other ones
Yeah.
without like Googling anything. Oh, I guess Candyman, right? That was 90s. Or was that
Oh,
late
yeah.
80s?
That was Candyman. Oh, that's all right.
I was
I
gonna say,
will
I think
admit-
Candyman, like if we're talking like real big movies, that's probably one of the best things to come out of the 90s.
Yeah.
Movie's phenomenal.
Yeah. And
What about-
you're talking,
what
you're
about-
talking something that shot well, acted well, a fucking great, just crazy, weird premise that
I love
isn't
it.
like a lot of other stuff. Like,
What
It's
about
operatic too.
was Dr. Giggles 90s?
I don't
oh,
know.
someone else mentioned that too. That was the one. That's the weird fucking dentist one.
Yeah, we talked about it in the Fame one time.
Yeah, that guy who plays the evil doctor. He looks like the fucking dude who plays the King in Yellow from first season of True Detective.
Hmm.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. But
Yeah, the
It's
spaghetti
definitely
face
not.
man.
yeah.
No, it's
It's-
not him. It's just a guy who looks so much like that actor. Like,
Oh, gotcha.
watch.
Do you remember Valentine?
No.
Yeah, this guy right here looks like
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Isn't he from? That's the guy from Darkman.
yeah,
Yeah.
it looks like the spaghetti face man from True Detective.
Yeah. I can
Who's,
see that.
he's like a popular character actor now who's been in a ton of shit, but like the actors look so fucking similar. McConaughey looking all fucked up.
Yeah.
That's gonna be me in like 20 years. Drunker.
You're gonna finally look like Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah. All right. Which one was Valentine? Is that the weird fucking like cherub face?
Yes. With Denise Richards and.
That was 2000s though, wasn't it?
Oh, is it? It's not 90s.
Yep, 2001.
Oh,
yeah, it was
damn.
like the cherub head and the all black mask. Now, I really
Oh.
liked the look of this one, but I remembered this movie being kind of boring.
Yeah, it gets a little. It picks up near the end.
Is this the one where some bitch gets like drilled in like a hot tub with the cover
Yes.
on it?
Yes.
Yeah, that was like the one good kill that I really remember in it. And yeah, the bow kill that's on the cover art. But
Oh,
Right.
dude. I'm just
Yeah.
like, I just had to look up because I was like 90s like horror movies.
I just want to
The
draw a bunch
craft
of
and also the faculty.
slashers now. Yeah, the
It's not really
faculty.
slasher, but
The faculty, I wouldn't consider. The faculty is straight up like high school Lovecraftian horror, which I've been saying for years. Like, we need more shit like that because that movie is just such a weird fucking
yeah, it's great.
like.
Wasn't that Robert Rodriguez?
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was.
Mm-hmm.
And
No way.
like at a time where like companies were actually giving guys money to just do weird shit like that.
Yeah.
I always hated
Yep, not a
Josh
slasher
Hartnett's
movie,
hair in that
but
movie though.
Event
Yeah.
Horizon's huge influence on, I mean, all that kind of shit. big into Lovecraft stuff, and Event Horizon was one where it's like, woo. I think you could see a lot of that in Voidwalker. Like,
Oh yeah.
that's probably the closest to like torture porn horror I like.
I love that movie.
And it's
Don't
not
need
even
eyes
really
where we're
torture
going.
porn. Yeah, it's just like weird, gross shit happening at all times and body horror.
I don't think I ever saw Texas Chainsaw Massacre: The Next Generation, but I always remember that cover because it used to freak me out.
That's the McConaughey one, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and Renee Zellweger.
But that cover is dope.
There's a really rocking pair of giant boobs in that movie, and that's all I remember because I was like,
Better than Halloween 2?
I want to say 8 the first time I saw it, and it's such a jarring scene. There's like I mean, I think it's pretty obvious being older now, but when you're like a little kid and you have no fucking clue what's going on, I think McConaughey's like a tow truck guy or something, and there's a chick in town who's just like I want to say she's a therapist,
Some sort of lady of the night or something.
or no, maybe she's like a real estate agent. She's got some weird little office in town, and some people stop there, and there's like a truck full of teenagers that drive by at one point, and they're like honking at her, and there's this moment where she's like fucking kids, and she just flashes her giant tits at them.
Nice.
And like there's like people in the building with her that have never been there before, and their car's like broken down, they're all confused, and it's just like a no setup for it or anything, just like here's some giant titties, just to like get your titties into the slasher movie and get them out of the way immediately. And that one's like cartoony on a whole nother level, like past part 2, where like part 2 still manages to be like funny and be a horror movie, and Dennis Hopper's just fucking bonkers in it.
Dude, he's in the hopper, man.
The Next Generation is like a weird breed of movie all on its own.
I don't know what
The
that
boobs
movie
is probably the last thing to make sense in it. It's like Renee Zellweger's like first movie, and
That was the first Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie I saw. Was the Next Generation.
so do you remember the massive boobs?
I don't
They
remember
were
like boobs. I always remember
Burned
McConaughey's
into my
weird
brain.
leg, where he like could crush them with his leg, but it was in a sling or
Like
something.
it's so jarring and weird, and it like I remember the actress who like flashes her boobs, like I'm pretty sure they use like a body double for her or something, because it's just like out of nowhere. Like I remember watching it and being like, oh, like
Something's happening here.
probably wasn't supposed to see that. Tani Parensky.
Oh, the very famous Tawny Parensky.
Yeah. Duh.
Thank God for her.
I mean, she was famous when I was 8, man. 8-year-old Spencer was like, who is this angel?
She's famous in my household.
Yeah. This is Tani Parensky house.
my dad knows who she is. My brothers know who she is.
Yeah.
Mom, how come you don't know who she is?
Oh my God. Hang on.
Yeah.
We're hanging on.
Blowing my mind right now.
Spencer's just looking at a picture, like a still from that scene.
Yeah, that exact scene.
I was waiting for heavy breathing now.
Oh my God. No, she's the stripper teacher in Varsity Blues.
Yeah,
It's
we
the
all knew
same
that.
That's why I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, we were just waiting for you to figure that out.
Yeah, right?
Just
Where
catch
have
up,
you-
Spencer. Jeez.
That just kind of blew my mind a little bit. Yeah, so evidently she was just like character actor booby lady in movies.
That's what I want to be known
She's
for.
just like, I got massive boobs and I'm gonna show them in movies. Interesting.
We all got to do something.
Yeah, I can't remember what she was supposed to be. Yeah, right. God gave you a talent. Sling them around.
Sling 'em around.
Yeah,
There's
I
ink or
can't-
titties.
That's the whole thing too. Is I think the twist is like she ends up being like McConaughey's like weird like incesty sister or something. But like you don't know that at that point. She's just like weird chick in town.
You're like, hell yeah! I'm 8 years old. My name's Spencer, and I'm loving this.
Right? This is the best movie ever.
Don't
I just
threaten me with a big old pair of boobies. That's
I remember seeing it
Spencer's
like
okay with
later
that.
in life as like a teenager and seeing McConaughey and Renee Zellweger in it and thinking it was like a like because I just saw like a clip online thinking it was like a joke for like a sketch comedy thing or something and not realizing that it was a real movie.
Featuring big old.
Because
Tigger
for the
bitties.
longest time, I just remembered that as some movie I saw when I was really young that had a chick whip out massive boobs in it. And my dad was just like, "Oh, I don't remember that part." Like,
I did that
Good
one
dad.
time when I was like 12. A friend of mine spent a week with me because his parents were on like some trip, and he wanted to watch all these movies. And I was like, okay, cool, yeah, like whatever you want to watch. And he wanted to watch Conan the Barbarian, and he was like, "There's no like nudity or anything in it, right?" And I was like so deadened to like nudity and violence at that point. I was like, "No, it's all about like swords and shit." And he's like, "Okay," and it was like literally
What
every
is
5
nudity?
minutes there's boobs. I'm like, "Oh shit, sorry, buddy." Fast forward.
Sorry, buddy.
Sorry, buddy. You'll get there one day.
He's like, is there a Channel 5 version of this?
I used to love the covers for the VHS of Hellraiser, but when I watched the film, I was not happy with it. The terror I invented in my head for the film was better than what I got. That's intense because Hellraiser fucked me up as a little
Yeah.
kid.
That scared the
why-
shit out of me.
Hot dog people freak me out, and again, why I don't get the whole bondage scene. Like, freaky shit, man. Oh, look at Ryan inking like a pro. Ooh, them little dry brush edges.
It's a little trick I learned from using a brush and making it dry.
That looks crazy.
What is this sorcery?
I dip it in dry ink. It's this really interesting stuff.
Man, it must be cool to know what you're doing.
I'm assuming
I
just
hope
all
to
by
someday
accident.
get there.
You're just like, oh god, I hope this works out.
That's been like 90% of my career. It's been like,
Oh, dude,
oh,
I
hey,
feel
are
it.
you sure you can do this? I'm like, yes.
Oh, Kevin's already
Mhm.
inking too. Is everybody else already inking? God
Yeah,
damn.
Spencer, what are you doing?
Getting high.
He's looking up. He's looking at those titties again.
It's killing you, Rob.
Spencer.
Yeah, getting high and looking at Tawny's toddies. I'm trying to get to you. Hang on, sorry.
Do it.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Yeah, you gotta scan that and send it to me so I can color it after.
that's badass, man.
I'm still working on that Guyver piece, but then you said you redrew it, and I didn't know if you meant like another time, but
No, the one that I sent you was.
oh, okay. Well,
Like,
then I'll
finished
finish
it.
that one then.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's beating the alien into the dirt. Me too, Leo. Me too. And Jeff's, which is just a black spot.
Trying some different tools in this one just to play around with it.
Hell yeah, that's what I'm
Nice.
doing too.
Oh, nice, dude.
Everybody's killing it. Everybody love everybody.
I think Wirehead has proven to be an inspirational character.
Yeah. I'm honored.
This
guys.
book better be good after this, huh, guys?
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
A lot of pressure now. Damn it.
Go on our chill stream. We're just going to be drawing. It'll
Yeah,
be
no
fun,
big
he
deal.
said.
I was already
Not
grilled by
code.
Peter.
Have a few laughs.
It's like
Yeah.
we can get Rob's now. I didn't
Oh,
want to
no.
interrupt you. You looked like
Yeah.
you were.
Not done yet, but it's gonna be like
Yeah,
a Blood
yeah.
Realm style.
Dude, I love
Yeah.
that stuff.
Get a little splatter going. It's like I kind of like work backwards, or I don't know if it's quite working backwards, but it's more like a scratch board in a way. I just
Yeah.
lay down a lot of blacks, and then I just start carving it out.
Get a little subtractive with it.
Yeah.
I like that though. That's I do a lot of that with the Posca pen markers that I use. Because they like everybody mentions like all these different like whiteout things they use, but I never hear anybody talking about the Posca pens that I use, and I absolutely love them.
Look into that.
I think I got those like once, and I really liked it, but then I just forgot the name. And you mentioning it every single time on a stream, it reminds me. I'm like, oh, I need to order some of those, and then I never do.
They're like traditionally used for graffiti and shit. That's how I found out about them, is through like buddies in the tattoo community who also do that shit. And they were like, yeah, these are the fucking best for writing on anything. Like I could write on a baby with them if I wanted to.
I'm pretty sure some of them are like, nice.
That's a great test.
Yeah.
Will this write on a baby?
You can write on a baby with quite a few things, actually.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but like this is...
They're not going to like it, but you can do it.
It might not be safe for them, but it'll work.
You just go to Pentel and they just have all these babies lined up.
Babies like being written on by Poscas.
Well, they can't use rabbits anymore, so they got to use babies.
Yeah. Why I can't find one? There we go. So I got the what do I got? I think I got just regular fines right now. I think Uniball owns them now too. Or Uni. Mitsubishi Pencil France. What?
They tried to shoot my grandpa down.
They're French, guys. Never mind. I can't recommend them anymore.
Leo says, I think I want to get Wirehead sketched onto all of the Alterna blank variants. That would be nuts.
Yeah, so these guys right here. POSCA.
Oh, I got to get those.
It looks like it's made for kids. You can get the packs of them on Amazon. I think it's like a 3-pack for like $8 or something like that. Rob, talking super fine tip, like micron fine tip, and I think there's actually a size smaller than this. Like this thing's been open for months. You just shake it a couple of times and you start pulling straight white lines all over again.
Oh wow, that's fantastic.
Like every once in a while you'll pull a line and it'll be like 50% opacity, and you just have to wait like 30 seconds for that to dry, and then you go over it again and it's like full white again. But it doesn't happen often where I have to go over stuff.
Wow, I dig it. That's
I was
great.
using one of these mostly because it says one for all, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm a huge My Hero Academia fan. But no, I got a case of these, or like a pack of these, and they all clump up really bad. So I need to go back to those Poscas because this one they have not treated me well.
That's the issue I was having with the Prestos or whatever the fuck they're called, the little chubby guys.
Yeah.
That a bunch of people use. I have a ton of those, and those things, the ball head like kinks up on them a bunch and starts getting all caked up with shit, and it like gets fibers in it, and they just don't work anymore.
I basically use this one to like clump up as much paint and then just blow on the tip, and it'll just splatter really nice. Like,
you blow on the tip.
I blow on the tip and into the tip.
Say it
I get
slower.
the tip really close to my lips. You don't want the tip to get too close to your lips, though, because you don't want to get those juices from the tip onto your lip.
Oh, that's true.
No lip tip.
I'm so glad you guys could all make it tonight.
Absolutely. Colin says that Blood Realm style bothers me to no end, and I need to grab the books to read. Yeah, man, definitely. Like it's the style that sticks in my head and bothers me. I don't mean that in a bad way. Oh, awesome. Yeah, no, I got you. Yeah, thanks, man. That's the idea. To disturb you.
Yeah.
Did you do the voiceover for your video?
For the which one? The Wirehead?
The one for Blood Realm. When
yes.
You were like, that was awesome.
Oh, thank you.
That was so creepy.
Thanks, man. I had a lot of fun with that. I was like really getting into character. I was Daniel Day-Lewis in that video.
Just scaring your family.
I am a goat man now. Goat man now. Yeah, they take so much time though. I'm still working on the third one, but it's like,
oh yeah, man.
Oh my god! I mean, I'll be honest. The second I hit we hit quarantine and all that, I was like, I'm gonna make these videos. And then once we were done, I was like, oh my god! Like, how do people do a whole film of this? Like, I can't even fathom.
Even just like the little countdown I did today in After Effects for the starts of streams, man, I was like, Jesus, like it always seems like it's gonna go so quick, and then I get into it, and I'm like, nope, I'm an idiot for thinking this was gonna be easy at all.
Oh, it's never easy, man. By the way, has anyone seen The Chair, the film?
Yeah, I saw it. I've seen it a couple times actually.
Oh, really?
I saw it before I ever met Peter and realized it was like linked to Alterna and everything. And then after I met Peter, I bought a Blu-ray copy off of him and had him sign it and everything.
Nice. I've never seen it. I got to do that.
It's
I haven't. I need to watch it. Let's watch it this week, Robert.
It's definitely a low budget like indie thing, but it's got a surprisingly good cast. It's Rowdy Roddy's like last movie.
Yeah.
And he's great in it, and it's like real violent and accurate to the book. Like it's definitely fun for a watch. Like I recommend it to people.
Yeah, I want to check it out.
It was also funny because I remember him saying Rob Zombie had turned it down.
Oh, wow.
They like reached out to him a while ago, and he was basically like wanted to do his own stuff if he was getting gritty like that.
He wanted to essentially kind of like burn through the witches and dig through the ditches and probably slam in the back of his own Dracula or something. What's up, Gabs? What? I don't know.
I wonder if he could do not Blood Realm. Although that would be wild.
It's fun.
Hey, Rob, you want to do?
What were you gonna say?
No, I was saying to him, you're like, hey, Rob, you want to do Blood Realm for me?
Yeah. What do you think? Ooh, what was that?
Kevin just put his wiener in a pencil sharpener.
I bet that hurt.
For sure.
Hurt so good.
No doubt about it.
You should see the pencil sharpener.
Jeff is such a masochist. I thought it was
how much of a masochist is he?
You beat me too.
Sorry.
What? Talking about penises and
what?
Pencil sharpening? You guys are talking about some wacky stuff.
All right, I'm erasing already. I've inked and lettered my piece.
Inked and lettered?
He's like, it's colored. It's actually going to print before your book really does.
Yeah.
And
have you guys backed my book, Wirehead?
Yeah, I was going to say, my Wirehead book is funded.
He just Picasso'd you. Art humor.
I remember somebody did that with Ethan. They put up a fake Cyberfrog like a couple weeks after he did Cyberfrog, and like I think it raked in a couple thousand before it got shut down.
You know exactly who that was.
Oh my god.
Same dude who called me like a fucking Nazi and a pedophile.
Jeez.
Sorry. I was angry that day.
Yeah, right.
I mean, Jeff's here. We can talk it out.
The leading Hispanic voice in comics or fucking novels or some shit. It changes week to week.
Oh my lord.
Yeah.
Did that get taken down?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, it was blatant copyright infringement, whether you like the dude or not. Like, you're a fucking idiot if you do something like that. Like, and to then expect anyone to be on your side with it is just like bonkers shit. It's like, oh yes, us fellow creatives, we all love plagiarism. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, we all support that.
I love when people steal my ideas and try to sell them.
Jeez.
Have you guys seen my new book, Hellfinders? They're trying to find hell. They'll someday find it. Back it now on Indiegogo.
Sounds familiar.
My other new book, Abyss Walker, is going to be coming out soon.
Should really be ripping off more successful books.
Can't Kill Kate.
Can't kill Kate.
One tough bitch.
Who's drawing that book?
Kevin.
Oh, nice, man.
Yeah.
You did the cover? That was you?
Yeah, Spencer did the cover.
Yeah.
No, I did the cover.
Oh, I was gonna say. That's sick.
Thanks, man.
Never believe anything Kevin says unless he's telling the truth.
That's
Yeah.
I'm visualizing.
I've
that.
heard it
That's
both
the
ways.
one rule.
I was waiting for the I've heard it both ways.
Oh, there was one in there. It wasn't me, but there was one in there.
I think I need to add more black, like always.
Oh yeah. Can never have enough black.
So does Tyler Wentland have fast internet now?
Yeah, what the hell, man? He said he's got something new and he said it's better. So
All right.
we gotta
We
get
should
him on.
try to. Yeah.
I'm gonna start doing draw streams, Spence. So you could come on too, and maybe we'll try and get anybody. All you guys can come on, and we could try and get Tyler, man. He has a real unique style as well.
I gotta just learn how to draw first.
Oh no, I love those pieces you were doing. With like for the campaign.
Yeah.
Those are great.
I'm just really hard on myself with everything I do, so
I get it.
Just fishing for compliments.
yeah. I just want to feel good about
Spencer,
myself.
they're
So everybody tell
great.
me I'm dope. No, like right now I'm just fucking around like Jeff was saying with like new stuff. I don't normally ink with a brush, so I'm using a little brush pen right now.
Yeah, I've got to get used to this because my brush that I usually use, my Raphael Kalinsky, is like shot to hell, and it just. You ever get that, Ryan, where it's just it can't form the point you want the brush? It's like totally done.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a sad day.
I know.
Sometimes it doesn't matter how well you take care of it. Like the hairs just fall out over the years, and you don't know
Yep.
that. And they get into your ink jar, and they
Oh,
die
yeah.
there.
It's
And that
terrible,
tip
man.
just wears away.
I know. It's just so frustrating because I'm going to start the draw stream, and I'm like, oh great, I need a new brush.
There's another $40, damn it.
I know. And the in the city here in New York, my art store that I frequent closed permanently.
Oh my god.
Shit.
Yeah, it's a frigging ghost town, and where I usually go in Union Square, and it's just all the shops where I would get supplies are done. Businesses are closed, so I have to figure out where I can order one.
I
always
think
forget
I
you're
just
over
ended
there.
up just finding some like on Amazon. I just went for it and I was like, well, fuck it. I can't test it. I'm just gonna have to
Yes, that's what frightens
see
me.
how it
you know?
is.
But it came okay.
Yeah, I've only had a couple bad Raphaels over in 10 years. I've probably only had 2 bad Raphaels that were shipped to me.
Okay.
And they ended up still being kind of usable, where I was just like, it's just easier to keep it and use it for something else.
Yeah.
But they're
It's just a
usually pretty
twice your
good.
brush. Oh, that's good. Yeah, because like
Yeah.
if I'm paying $40, I mean, they do last me a while. It's just, it's like I can't, like you said, like I can't test it out.
What size do you use?
A 2.
Good for
What do
you.
you use? You don't use 2?
No, you should at least use a 2 or bigger.
Yeah.
I was using a 4 tonight, but I usually use a 2 or a 4.
That's with a 4?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's pretty big. That's pretty big. Those pretty big brush lines.
Quit bragging.
Oh.
Oh, I'm so big.
You
They're
guys,
girthy. They're girthy.
you guys are speaking
But
gibberish to me right now.
The 4 is the same. See, the thing is, it's the same point
That looks exactly the same.
as the 2. Like, it's bigger and thicker, but the point is the exact same. It all comes down to the last couple of hairs. So you're just the 4. You're basically holding 2 times more ink or water, whatever you're using.
Do you find one lasts longer than the other, or it's just the same?
It tends to be the same. I end up using the 4s less.
Oh, okay.
So they last longer. The 4s I have lasted longer.
Okay. I see.
But for my personal work, like since I do big, heavier brush lines, I could get away with just a 4 if I wanted to.
Right.
But if I was doing like inking other people, like trying to be more finesse, I might not risk it, but you still get a really fine point from it.
Oh, definitely. Oh man, that is so great. Let me help you relax. Oh man,
That's awesome.
that's great, man.
And I don't know why I didn't make it like a sexy girl at camp. I was like, oh, I'll make it look like a lifeguard or something. And then I was like, wait, is Wirehead at a camp? I know he's in the woods, but that doesn't mean he's at camp. And then I just forgot. I should have made it, the sexy girl getting killed.
Looks great.
Yeah, this is kind of fun. I don't usually do this kind of stuff, so it's kind of fun to kind of experiment a little.
Yeah, horror Ryan is a really cool Ryan. Weird.
Spent so much time doing horror.
Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. Oh, weird. It's almost like you're well seasoned and you're good at it.
I did find something that was cool and embarrassing. It was an issue of The Darkness that I penciled that Weems inked.
Ooh.
And I only penciled like 6 or 8 pages in it.
Which pages?
And I'm going to get to them. I'm going to be doing a video about it too.
Oh.
But my whole goal, the entire time, from the day I started at Top Cow on The Darkness, my goal was to take over the issue. Was because the pencilers were always late. So I was like, all right, I'm going to get in there. I'm going to impress them as the inker. And then once those pencilers start getting late, I'm going to be like, let me take over. I can draw and ink the book. And that was going to be my whole plan. I don't know why. I'd read about people doing that in like the 60s and 70s, like certain artists. And I was just like, that's what I want to do. So the penciler was late on this. So I actually started just penciling ahead. Like I didn't even ask the editors. I just started penciling the pages and then working with Joe on them. And then we showed them and they were like, okay, these are awesome. We'll let you guys do the fill-in pages for the issue. I was like, yes.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
So we took they were like, oh, he's got a Dodge Charger kind of thing. And the other artists did that. And then we were like, dude, it's Jackie. It's got to have some like darkness flair. At least give it like a hood ornament kind of, or something on the hood, like a blower, like a darkness blower on the hood. So we added stuff like that. And then
was the pencil mad at you?
No. I tried it multiple times, and I'd even made jokes that I was going to do it someday. And this was a fill-in penciler anyway, so he didn't really care. But some of it's really cool. Some of it's really bad because I was still a beginning penciler, and it's totally inconsistent. Like we have this like super Top Cow darkness face that like Joe did most of the work on, and then the little face down here is like this weird one that's like half of us, half me, half him. Like, doesn't look like it's the same artist. Like, we had weird stuff like that happening. But this is the cool part. We got to do, like, this is all, like, in Jackie's head, kind of. So we got to do, like, his red light district.
Oh.
So we got to do, like, girls, ghouls, ghouls. What was this other things? They're so small. The no-tell motel. Like, it's kind of fun. You got to draw, like, I don't know, A little bit of TNA. Top Cow was always cool with that.
That's cool.
Oh, the movie here is called Inspect Her Gadget at the theater.
I've seen that.
Some of the stuff I can't even read. Devil's Tale was a comic I was working on at the time. We just made that a strip joint. But yeah, this is here you go, Spencer. Here's some Ryan Wynn horror. Some guts coming out. These guys being stomped. More guts guy. Look at this guy. Eyeball popping out.
Flesh rip.
His guts.
Do you miss the horror now, Ryan? Since we're all like doing horror?
Yeah, I do. And because I got to a point too where I was burnt out on it. I was like, I can't do another horrible image. Like, especially with like Spawn, we had to do at the end of Spawn, it was images of like the little kids with like scissors in their heads and stuff, and like trying to think. And they were fun at the time, but I don't know. After a while, I was like, I need to draw like cartoony stuff. I need to draw like just fun stuff. And I didn't realize I'd want to get back into horror, but then hanging out with you guys lately and kind of getting back into watching horror films that I loved years ago, I don't know. It would be kind of fun to do it like a slack or one shot.
Oh, hell yeah, man. That would be sick. Colin says he's going to the shop. Do we want anything? How about some, maybe some Twix?
Peanut butter Twix.
Size? Yeah. Peanut butter Twix. That's a real thing?
Yeah, that's the best one.
A peanut butter Twix.
They're so good that they ran out of them for like months and we're on back order.
I've never had that.
Oh, I also see Colin yelling out Apple Pizza Liberty. That is a song by my band, The Taint.
Nice.
It's a Japanese punk song we did. As if we were a Japanese band. So we just use like random American lyrics. So it's Apple Pizza Liberty, Apple Pizza Liberty, New York City, I love blue jeans, pizza. Like,
most famous hedgehog.
Yeah.
God damn it.
And our Japanese friends love it. Like, our American friends are like, I don't know, isn't that racist? Our Japanese friends are like, this is hilarious.
I know. That's great.
Yeah, I was just talking to Kevin about that the other day, and then it popped up on Twitter. Ad for like Sonic the Hedgehog ramen, and it was most famous hedgehog on the packaging for the ramen. And we were just talking. I was like, I love how Japan always like bastardizes the English names for like famous shit that they created. like Super Mario is like Extreme Plumber Man.
The best ever though is if you look up the Japanese poster for Hobbs and Shaw, because they changed the title from Hobbs and Shaw, and I don't remember what it is, but it's the fucking coolest name ever. It's like you should have just named that like that movie that in America, because I would have immediately went and saw that movie. I didn't see it, but if it was named
Turbo Bald Man,
that would be
Two
good.
Punch Men. Oh, here it is. Dude, I would see this in a heartbeat. Wild Speed Super Combo.
oh my
God. Yeah, so
yeah.
Is that the one you remember, Kevin?
Yep.
Yeah, I just looked it up.
Wild Speed subtitle Super Combo.
Yeah, as if that's the operation.
Yeah, Operation Super Combo.
Yeah, Operation Wild Speed. Look, you guys are going to be going to Wild Speed, and you're going to need to super combo it up.
So is Fast and the Furious just called Wild Speed over there? Because that's amazing.
So.
Wild
Again,
Speed.
That just sounds rad. Like,
yeah, like a completely different movie too.
Prepare ship for ludicrous speed.
Wild Speed.
Oh yeah, apparently in Japan the first one is just called Drift, not Tokyo Drift.
Oh yeah, that'd be redundant.
Drift, Tokyo Drift.
Here, drift.
Yeah, drift.
All right, I have a brag. We hit 200 backers
Oh,
on,
nice.
on Hammerella.
Congrats.
Thank you. 68%. Man, I got to come up with some cool new perks if we have to extend it, or if and when we extend it.
Yeah, guys, get this book funded so then I can steal Ryan away and get him to do a horror book. I forgot
Yeah,
we're
the sooner
still
this gets funded, the sooner I get it done.
deadlocked on
Yeah.
Ryan.
That's how I was showing off. There we go.
We'll jump to Kevin. Oh shit! You do gore so well, dude. It's insane.
Damn.
Nice.
It's like
Damn
it's a
tech.
kid's book.
It's
People
tech.
gotta die in it because Kevin's drawing it. It's a kid's book about famine and people starving because Kevin's drawing it.
Yeah, duh.
All right, what tool are you using, Kevin? Pentel pocket brush?
Yeah, so right now, like basically I just found this one that I had, which is like a newer one than this version. Or not newer, I mean like this is like fresh out of the package. This one was just like one that I've had for forever. But this one is so horribly like I don't think you can see that a little bit how horribly beat up it is. Basically it's
What a
like
hippie.
I use this one to splatter stuff and then just fill in like really large black areas. I don't know, like I mess around with like tons of different stuff. But yeah, I definitely like just don't throw away any brushes. I just keep them all because I'm like, maybe I'll do something weird with that. I never do, but this is the one that I've kept for forever and I like it. It's the shite version. So it works. But like literally
Nice.
like I don't replace the cartridges on these. I'll just like drop ink onto them because it's dumb. I don't know. It's honestly the dumbest way to go about this stuff. Like I could be getting like other stuff to use, but I'm like, nah, I'm good. But yeah, then the other one I've been really into lately, where did I put that? Is basically the like Tombow pens. These guys.
Gotcha.
Been digging
Yeah, I use
those.
a version of those.
And then I don't know. I have a couple different things that I got off of Jet Pens, but they do like a sampler pack. So they'll send you like 6 different pens. And that's been really fun because I still have some like in my like little like drawer that I haven't even opened yet. But I plan on using. But I don't know. I basically just wait until something dies and be like, did I like that? If not, I'll just move on to the next one and be like, did I like that one? But the Tombow ones I've actually really liked. Even they're like pit pens. I've like those because they had them at a local place here. But yeah.
Hell yeah.
Damn, so you have an art store and Robert doesn't in New York.
No.
Well,
That's crazy.
Hell yeah.
that's
Whoa.
awesome.
Not done yet. I still got, oops, where's my mic?
Dude, that'd make a nice inside cover or something.
Something, yeah. So now I gotta oh, it's dripping. I gotta start putting in a
Nice.
little. Yeah.
Hell yeah. I still have so much to go.
You can do it, Spencer.
You guys are way ahead of my dumbass. Oh, I'm doing it. It's happening. It's going slow.
Jeff's is looking pretty cool.
Oh man,
You can't see any of the detail, but you can like see all the form with that
Fuck
black.
yeah, it
Nice.
is.
Oh, dude. This kick ass.
Dude, that looks like got an Otomo vibe.
quit watching me.
Show us your stuff, bro.
You do realize this is a stream, right?
Wait, what?
How'd you guys get here?
We're live.
Who are
guys.
you?
I was using this Pilot Parallel pen, but the ink is running low now.
Yeah, you guys are also slow. Jeez.
Yeah, right.
I thought you were done in like 5 seconds.
I
I
know.
was like,
geez.
fuck.
Well, yours is going to look a whole lot better too.
I don't know about that.
This is promising. I don't know about that.
Yeah, I used to be such a stickler about pens, partially because like the older inkers were, and also at the time, like 20 years ago, pretty much all markers sucked. Like even like Sakura's, like their felt tip markers, they were okay. A lot of people use those, but they sucked. So you got the best work from a nib or a brush.
Yeah.
And then, man, I remember when the pit pens came in, it was a weird like transition as an artist to like be like, no, this pen, this marker works nicely. Like, how is this possible? This isn't supposed to be. I'm not supposed to like this.
Mhm.
It was like trying to step into the future. It was like before I accepted digital, I had to accept markers, and now I just use anything. I'm like, what's within hand? What can I reach for? Okay, this one. This is what we're
Yeah.
using tonight.
Exactly.
It's even like that in my inking videos. I'll be like, oh, okay, well, I don't have the right brush for this within shot, so we're gonna switch to this now. And I'll just change up tools and just be like, whatever we got, we'll make work.
Nice.
When in doubt, black it all out.
Hell yeah. All right, looks like Colin got the Twix and iced coffee.
Nice. Excellent.
Chips or
Oh,
rum?
but he's still at he's still at the shop. If anyone wants chips or rum, I'm
Chips,
starting to
what
get
kind of
hungry.
chips? What chips do I want?
Go for some whiskey.
Hmm.
I'm
Right.
not much of a rum guy.
I can't do either of those.
What kind of chips? What's your favorite? What should Colin get?
Dude, I've just been digging just straight Fritos lately. You know, just
Really?
a classic corn chip.
Hmm.
I've been going same company, but specifically the Lay's. I've been into just that potato chip. Yeah,
I
I
was
love
gonna
all kinds of
say,
potato
yeah.
chips, but
I'm gonna say get some Pringles.
Oh, dude, my girlfriend had like never gotten the point behind Pringles or anything, and I recently bought some for the first time in ages, and
Oh.
like renewed my love of fucking stupid chips for some reason. There's nothing really
I'm
like
always down to
special
try
about them.
but they have
Sorry.
the Baconator ones right now. No, I stepped on you.
Wait,
They
what?
have the Baconator ones now.
Wait. Backtrack.
pr-
We're talking Baconator Pringles?
Yeah, I got them in my cupboard
No.
right now.
What? Colin, two of those.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the Wendy's like total full-on Baconator. But the weird thing about it is
Oh my god.
it doesn't necessarily taste just like the bacon burger. It tastes like Wendy's in general. It just tastes like Wendy's grease. Or
I was gonna say
something.
the grease from a Wendy's.
It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird where you're like, I don't know if this tastes like a burger, but it tastes like everything at Wendy's put together.
ambiguous Wendy's flavor.
Yeah.
That's like I don't know if you've had the Ruffles all dressed.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, just
I got them
everything.
from Canada.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say, yeah, that's a Canadian thing.
there's like one place here that has them. It's like a liquor store in like the next town over, and I tried them, and I was like, these just it's just I don't know what to make of this. Like I genuinely am just confused by this chip.
It's delicious.
It is different, and it's yeah. I heard it on Trailer Park Boys the first time, and I was like, I want to find those chips. And I literally had a friend that was going to Canada, and she got them for me and brought them back.
Do you guys like pork rinds or cracklings? Chicharrones?
hell
I think
yeah.
you mean
Chicharrones.
chicharrones. Yeah.
Yeah.
Call them cracklings around here.
You sickos.
The best kind
Oh,
though
so good.
are the ones that come in a clear plastic bag with just like a sticker for a label.
Yeah. The sticker
yeah,
just
'cause
says
then
$2.
It's just
The,
those are
the more
called some
suspect,
kind
the
of
better.
rind. yeah.
It's just
No
human
distinction
skin.
that it's pork. yeah. Exactly.
It just has somebody on the cover just like shrugging, like I don't know.
It's cracklings with pork flavor. And you're like, what do you mean?
Flavor? See, flavor.
Not even a pig on the cover, just a guy shrugging.
I just said that.
You
Not even
did?
a pig on the cover, just a guy shrugging.
You said exactly that? Am I
Wait,
losing
what if
my
it what
mind?
if it wasn't even a pig on the cover? It was just a guy shrugging. Here's an original idea, guys. It's just a board meeting of all of us.
Okay, hang on.
Yeah, the best chips ever, if you can get them, are Calbee. It's a Japanese company, Calbee. They make all kinds of great stuff, but they make a pizza chip that's a
I knew
wavy.
this is where this was going.
Yeah. Well, I probably every few months I send you a picture of me eating them. I'm like, look at, I got these.
Isn't that like the Pizza Elvis or some shit?
No, I don't think that one's on that one. That's a different pizza chip because there's a few different Japanese ones with the Pizza Elvis guy. But these ones, the Calbee ones, they are seriously the best potato chip in the world ever.
The world.
The world. Because they come from
Whoa.
Japan. That's part of the world. So it dominates. But no, I
That
highly
is
recommend
true.
them.
Japan is part of the world.
I don't think
And
Yeah, I've heard it both ways.
they also make a good French fry shaped potato chip kind of thing. That's really good.
Definitely getting hungry. Colin, hurry up.
Right. Snacks.
Oh, see,
now.
Colin can get Calbee chips.
Oh, why? Because he's overseas?
Yeah,
I
I
was gonna
think
say he's in
they-
Australia. They just like
Yeah.
throw them over the ocean at you. They have a Calbee cannon over there.
A Calbee cannon.
Now, aren't there a few like chip companies that are like native to New York, like hers or something, or like a couple brands that New York's famous for?
why is it still on me?
Oh, no, actually.
Oh, because you're beautiful.
Spencer, weren't we talking about like the Tim's Cascade style?
Yeah, there's all sorts of like artisan chip companies around here.
But like those I can get out here, and then I think we talked about those. We can get them out there, but I've never really heard anybody else talk about those. But those chips are really good. They're like kettle chips, but specifically they make jalapeno ones, and they're super good. One time we
For
were
the
camping.
Spicy boys.
Yeah, we were camping, and I brought like a bag of those, and then we heard some like rustling. You know, we had them on like the picnic table, but it's at night. We're all kind of standing around the fire, and on the picnic table there's some rustling. So we all like turn our flashlights, and then it was a raccoon like bear hugging the bag of chips and like running away on two legs. And it was to this day probably one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life. Just because like those are my favorite trips, and I probably would have like chased whatever it was if it was anything else. But the fact that it was a raccoon on two legs, I was like, I'll let him go. He probably needs them.
And that thing shit the forest that night.
I probably did, yeah. It's like it's gonna get its punishment, you know.
Yeah, like it's just dragging its burning asshole across the forest. Fuck. Yeah, it's just so stoked when it ran off with that bag of chips and then died the next day.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Whatever eats it has the same results.
Yeah, it's just
It's just a vicious
chain
cycle.
reaction.
Yeah.
Oh man.
That was also the night though that my buddy Dylan was like really drunk, and then he was like very much like adamant about getting the bag of chips back, and I'm like, nah, dude, it's like cool. And he's like, I'm gonna get him back for you, and I'm like, all right, well, I'm going to bed. So I'm like in the tent, laying next to my then girlfriend, but she's now my wife, and I can just hear Dylan in like the darkness of the campground be like, oh God, I could see them. They're in the trees. There's so many of them. And he's like, I'm gonna throw a knife at him. And he's like, no, I just threw my knife in the bushes. But he's just like narrating everything he's doing. And I was like trying to go to bed, but I was also shaking, laughing. And Gabby, my wife, was just like, dude, you need to stop right now. I'm like, but listen to him. He's losing a fight against raccoons right now.
In a bush.
Yeah.
We have a gang
Yeah,
of
the
them
bush
in our
took more than
neighborhood
it-
right now.
What's that?
We have a gang of them in my neighborhood right now. Like all week long. We have fucking like the doorbell cameras and stuff like that, and our landlord has cameras on the trash cans. Just like every night you'll catch like a pack of like 3 or 4 of them like circus monkeying up onto the trash cans trying to open it. They can't figure out why they can't open the trash cans while they're standing on it. It's fucking great, but we have a ton of them in our area, but they never get very big around here usually. They're all they look like they're like little like 5-pound babies, but there'll be like 20 of them. The raccoons. I'm actually getting somewhere with this now.
Very nice.
All right, I'm done. I'll see you guys later. Oh my God,
Right.
those are the Wendy's Baconator chips.
Oh.
Oh,
Those look
Jesus.
disgusting.
Yeah, what an abomination. I love it.
Yeah, I think I just got diabetes just looking at that.
Limited time only.
Limited time only.
I wish it just
Yes,
said,
your time on this earth is limited
yeah,
if you
if
eat
it
those.
just said limited time only with a question mark.
Here, smell them.
Here, smell them.
Mm.
And you can because it's Wendy's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God. Oh yeah, Spencer, the town that I moved to, there's no fast food restaurants.
Yeah, I think it was Jeff I was telling earlier today how you live in like a town that doesn't have like a mayor or anything. Like,
Yeah.
Would
I
you
think
just
there's-
move to a farm?
It's basically one giant farm. It's like it's a cowboy town, like legitimately. Like
Is this a cult? A cult town?
yeah, I was saying you need to show up
No.
and you need to show up in the center of town with like a loaded gun and just tell everybody you're the mayor now.
I need to show up in the outfit that Lance Henriksen wears in fucking The Quick and the Dead.
Things
Like
are
the
changing
leather boots
around
with-
here.
Yeah. If you don't abide by Kevin Law, you will be shot dead in the streets.
Yeah, you got to just get your posse down there to hold it down with you.
And they're like, "Who's Kevin?"
Yeah.
And you
And then I
shoot that
immediately
guy.
immediately shoot him.
I guess it's that guy.
We still don't know who it is, but I'm not keen on asking again.
Yeah. My bad. Won't ask again. Okay, you jerks. Now I'm eating these bacon chips. My wife bought them as a joke because I eat most potato chips, and I was like, I'm not really gonna eat those. And now I'm like, oh, the third one in, they're pretty freaking good.
See, there you go.
I've been swayed.
We've been on for 2 hours already?
Have we really? I just been drawing
Yeah, because
wires.
we're waiting for Spencer to finish.
Pretty
We're
much.
not done either.
Yeah.
I thought we were supposed to wait for
I'm-
that countdown to start.
Goes both ways. Or what is it? I've heard it, but damn it. I quit.
Freudian
I
slip.
quit.
Ooh, Ryan's gay.
I didn't mean to reach my hand that far down the Pringles tube.
Tubin.
Tubin.
I'm just gonna keep adding black to this.
Okay, now I really want some Wendy's.
Oh, I love that.
These are just a tease now.
Yeah.
I was gonna
sure.
say that'd be my biggest issue with those.
It's still early here. It's only 9 p.m. here. I can still go drive through.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's just hitting midnight here. Holy shit! Time
Nice.
flies.
Hey, let's go full on Geronimo.
Full on Geronimo.
Yeah, it's so rad.
Never go full on Geronimo.
There's your show right there, Rob. Full on Geronimo.
I like that. Full on Geronimo.
Yeah, man, that kicks ass. I almost went the same route with just doing wires up into the air because I'm like, I like how the wires are looking.
I'll do those flexing not only the muscles but the paint on the arms. I see it. I see the whiteout and the ink on there.
Oh, you're right. Look at that.
You're like, check out
I
my
had no
battle
idea.
scars.
Jeff, how are you doing? Oh,
I'm
you're
doing
flicking
better.
things. I don't want to disturb you. We'll come back to you. Oh, is Kevin flicking things too?
No,
Oh, okay.
I already kind of did, but
Oh, what?
Hot damn! Yeah, you got to scan
What
that
the-
when it's dry and send that to me.
Oh man, dude.
The Mignola?
Yeah, that's fucking kick ass.
That's dirty.
And my nonsense, I still got a long way to go. but,
Oh, cool, dude.
hell yeah.
with his pimp coat.
What are you using? Is this a marker?
Yeah, just a brush pen,
Ah,
a Sakura brush pen, because I can't find, like Ryan was saying, whatever's in front of me, I can't find my Pentel pocket brush at the moment.
Spencer, you're like, I don't know, like some crayons I found on the ground.
Yeah, crayon I found in my nose.
I don't know. I like the way you did his face.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry. Go ahead, Robert.
No, he said that Colin said he posted a picture on Twitter showing the snack order for me. Yeah, check it out.
Nice.
Oh damn, he's gonna ship it to you overseas now too.
I'm hungry. Oh, garlic bread, chips. Oh hell yeah!
Oh yeah. I've had those.
Peanut butter extra. What is that? What's that one? Is that a candy bar called Dairy Milk?
Solid milk. Candy bar.
Milk
Oh,
bar.
Cadbury Dairy Milk, Marvelous Creations, jelly popping candy beanies. Jelly beans are in the candy bar. That's kind of weird.
Does he have Skittlebrow over there?
That's weird.
Jelly beans in the candy bar sounds like an abomination.
Oh, I got the big Twix too. Damn it. Oh, God. What's the drink? Dare iced coffee, double espresso. You could ship that first class if you don't mind.
If you could personally hand deliver that to me.
Overnight ship, please.
It's like one of Dan's viewers, J Money, that evidently like runs a goat farm. I was like, "Can you overnight me a live goat?" Like,
Is that possible?
we'll find out.
Anything's possible if you believe.
Mhm. It's just like any size pizza is a personal pizza if you believe in yourself. It's a true thing I heard once.
I'm a true thing I heard.
I ordered 2 large pizzas for me and some friends when we were in Japan, and I hadn't found out that the large pizzas in Japan are seriously there are like 10-inch pizzas. They start at a super small personal size. So I was like, all right, I'm getting some American pizza in here. I'm calling it like it was Domino's, but whatever. It was Japan Domino's. And they were like, yes, we want American pizza. I was like, all right, give me a couple of those larges. And then they showed up and it was like, I went from being like gracious, generous host to like, who's the cheapskate? Who's the guy that ordered these tiny little pizzas for everyone? And then they all have manners, so they don't really want to rip on you. But then they just giggle, and you're like, I know they're laughing. They're all laughing at me, damn it.
You know that Japan decided as a whole to make American pizza sizes all fucked up just for occasions like that.
Yeah, just to screw with Americans.
Like, and every time American come visit, we laugh at them because pizza's so tiny.
It looked like such an idiot.
Right? The long con.
As much as I like the people and the scenery, the snacks were really what I want to go back for.
You could probably order them, right?
Did you ever eat the dried crabs? It's like they're potato chips, but they're like little crabs.
Oh, that sounds good.
I don't think I had those.
They're pretty good.
I would try that.
My aunt is Japanese. Like, she married into the family, but she would always
oh, okay. Wasn't like a struck by lightning Japanese.
But she would always like bring me and like my brother snacks because we really liked it, and she would always bring us like super dope shit. I had Yu-Gi-Oh cards before Yu-Gi-Oh ever came to America, and then they were all in Japanese, and I was like, I don't know what any of these are, but my cousin taught me how to play, and I was like, these are cool. But yeah, the snacks are just like always top notch. Like, I don't understand. They just
look hard over there.
Yeah, like.
You go to Disney, dude, to Epcot, and the Japanese part, like 99% of the store is just snacks and candy. And like every other country, it's all this knick-knacky bullshit and stuff that they import over there. And Japan's
wooden
just
clogs.
Like, yeah, Japan's just like snacks, candy, Gundam.
Yeah, that's where I got the little crab snacks from.
Yeah, it's great, dude. Every time we go there, I end up like, I get like my brother a Gundam model, and then me and Beth end up like, just like, Russian roulette buying Japanese candy and snacks, and it's like a minefield of awesome and terrible because there's also some shit they'll just make a snack out of anything.
Yeah,
they're like squid gummies, but they taste like real squid, and you're like, why? It's like Harry Potter prank candy, and you're like, why is this a thing?
And then they also do like a thing I didn't expect. So I live in a big Asian community. There's Japanese markets here. I've lived here for years and years and years. So I'm used to tons of stuff. But something I didn't know was how much the Japanese love Italian food.
Really?
And so even at Disneyland, one of the main snacks you can get, like just a kiosk, is a cup of dried spaghetti with seasoning on it. That's like actually really, really good. It's not just spaghetti out of the bag. It's just kind of like a noodle like that.
That's amazing.
And then everywhere at Tokyo Disneyland, it's like you're like, oh, here's hot dogs, hamburgers, and spaghetti and meat sauce.
You have
everywhere you go.
Ball.
What the hell? That's funny.
Yeah, it was great. Because I love Italian food too, and I love meat sauce. So I was just like, all right, cool. I'll try your eel, but I'll also take some of that meat sauce and spaghetti you got going on.
I'll try your eel.
I'll also have some of that handheld spaghetti, please.
Yeah.
Your finest spaghetti to go, please.
Oh, just one cup of it will do.
Yeah.
That's a place I want to live, though, is a spaghetti on the go kind of place.
We almost did study abroad there, but it was super expensive.
To go to Japan?
Mm-hmm. And we almost went to Egypt, and that was also expensive, and it was like the year before the Arab Spring. So like, oh man, that was good timing.
Yeah, I studied in China.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Oh, really?
Sleeper cell.
Yeah, it was a wild time.
Rob's a sleeper.
Yeah, tell us about that, dude.
Oh, sure.
Right? How is this just coming up, Rob?
I know, right? I just realized.
I think I've known him for like 3 or 4 years now. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I studied. I was there for like a whole summer, and it was pretty awesome. I got almost deathly sick because they don't. Most of the local little restaurants, there's no toilet paper or there's no soap, so that chef is going in there and he's using the same bathroom and walking out. So I got insanely sick. But
Cowabunga.
yeah, but it was really cool. It really was.
I saw like China's trying to change their whole toilet culture because they,
Oh my
they're
god.
like big on tourism now, and none of the Western tourists like will use their toilets because it's like
It's a hole in the wall.
Yeah.
It's just not in the wall. It's just a hole in the floor.
Yeah, hole in the wall.
Like in the wall, dude.
I
You're telling me you're gonna learn a whole new technique? Like,
How's your aim?
I can shit in a hole in the ground. I can't do a fucking cartwheel into a wall.
It's so crazy. And the spitting was nuts. That's something I had to get used to.
Oh yeah, I heard about that from Ari Shafir on his show.
Oh
What,
yeah.
do they all just spit like camels?
Yeah, everywhere. Literally everywhere. Everywhere. You'll be walking down the street, you see this cute little girl, not little girl, but like this cute girl in like a little dress. You're like, oh wow, she's really pretty. And all of a sudden,
Oh, I love that though. I'd be at home. I'm like, these are my people. Hacking up
Yeah.
a lung, just dying. That's
It's
like
hilarious.
90% of New England is just horrible. It's like Boston.
I remember we went into Beijing and I was like, and Nanjing, I was like, oh, nice. This looks great. There's so many people. And then it's like, oh, it's overcast. And then the second you come out of the train, you start choking because it's ash, because they're burning the grain. So everyone's got glasses on and face masks like COVID. It's during that season where they burn
What
all
the
the
fuck possessed you to be like, this is where I'm going?
because I wanted to go to a place that was just completely different, where I was basically the quote alien. You know what I mean? Because I feel like you learn a lot about yourself when you're in a situation like that. Where
What,
You don't have to lie, Rob. You can say you wanted to
What
go
was
to a
her
place
name?
where you'd be swimming in butt. Yeah. We're all friends here.
I met her in, what was the name? The one near Hong Kong. It's with a SH.
Shenzhen.
Shenzhen. That was it. Yeah. Good time in Shenzhen.
All the hotties are in Shenzhen. That's where the work is.
Yeah, oh my God. Yeah. But the Great Wall was really cool. Obviously, you have to do those things.
Yeah.
Yeah,
there's definitely cool stuff out there. I'm just being a jackass, but
No, yeah, no. What was really intense is when you go to what's it called? What's the Tiananmen Square?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I remember our professor was like, when we go out there, he was like, I'm serious. Do not say anything bad about Mao or the president. And I was like, okay. He's like, there's secret police that will listen in our conversation, and they can take you into jail and hold you for like 72 days without warning. I was like, oh.
yeah,
All
so
right.
Mao's cool as fuck. Remember that.
Yeah.
Don't say anything about Winnie the Pooh.
So yeah, right.
That reminded me, my brother-in-law went to China for a while, and he like just went on this big long trip. And he was like, do you want me to get you anything? And it's always like the same response for me. It's like anything like bootleg or
Oh, it's all
Just-
bootleg. It's hilarious.
yeah, just like a comic or something like that. He's like, all right. But he brought me this back, and this is like a treasured item.
What is
I
that?
have. Dude, I don't
It
know
looks
because
like a
I can't
bootleg
read it.
G.I. Joe.
It kind of is.
It's like a manual.
Go full. Go
yeah.
full.
Yeah.
This guy's like beating up a dog with a rock.
Oh, that art
Oh my
rocks.
God.
No, it's
Oh.
cool. It's really, really cool. Like they're praising
It
him
looks
out.
like instructional art.
I have some insane T-shirts that look
Pig
like
Dog
that.
Americans.
It's almost it's almost like that like you'd see on an airplane for like
That's amazing.
procedure.
Yeah, I was really stoked on this.
They have. I bought a lot of. They're all over the place. 1930s. Oh wow. The 1930s posters. You know when Mao was taking over and all that stuff. So they have a ton of them. So you could just buy them for dirt cheap.
Was
Yeah.
that page just on like how to rest and think about Mao?
I think so. When you're crawling with a grenade.
Did you know Mao didn't bathe or brush his teeth?
Is that right?
Yeah, his doctors would always be like, "You gotta bathe and brush." And he's like, "Does the tiger brush his teeth?" And that was his rationale. So
Crazy.
he just had these fucked up teeth, and he stunk.
No, and it eventually dies from having fucked up teeth.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's cool. Oh, I think is that soldier that no. Okay. There's like a famous figure there. He was a soldier who died when he was like in his 20s and his face is everywhere. Actually got one of the t-shirts.
They call him Kick-Ass Guy.
Nice.
They call him Mellow Yellow.
That's great.
Oh my
Yeah, it's a really
god.
They thought it's so funny. They had
I didn't mean that racistly. I just thought of that song.
They had these T-shirts of Obama there, and like he's all in like Mao gear because like they believe
I
he
knew
was,
it.
like they believed he was like communist. So like they everywhere people walking around with T-shirts with him as like in like Mao outfits.
Commie Obama, so China called it, is what you're saying?
Yeah, basically. I have a few of those T-shirts.
China
also,
calling their shots.
If you go onto my screen real quick, Sven, there's this artist I met there, and I bought his artwork, and I have it hanging up here.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, awesome stuff. So this is, I don't remember the guy's name of the character, but it's a character in Chinese mythology who is literally an ancient Ghostbuster. So spirits would get free and enter our world, and they would call upon this guy to get those spirits and bring them back to the spirit world.
Ernie Hudson.
Right. So this artist was doing all these different awesome pictures, these illustrations. That's an original.
Ernie Hudson's great grandfather, Akira Hudson.
This is him.
That's so cool, though.
Yeah,
so
that's wicked cool.
I need a friend who speaks Chinese to translate this for me, so I could figure out who this character is, and maybe that's the artist's signature because I didn't really stay in touch with him, but yeah. It was cool.
What if it just says "Good luck translating this"?
Fuck you, Rob.
Oh man.
Okay, I think I'm done.
It's funny. I was just about to say the same thing. I'm going to come back to it with some Pascas for the detail, but I decided to black out the bottom and then I'll cut back into it with the Pascas at the end. But we've been going like 2.5 hours, so we'll call it. Got a little bit splattery on the end, so I'll have to fix that up a little bit. But
I think Colin's lying. He says it's Ting Ting the Ghost Hunter.
here's where I'm at right now.
Oh, nice, dude.
And I'll come back in and add some details down in here later and everything. And I might watercolor it a bit, but we will see. And then Hefe.
Let's see if I can do this right.
Just smash your drawing table.
Oh, nice.
He just passes out through it. Like,
Oh my god. Yeah, dude, these are all kick-ass. That's fucking, I love that tree too.
Yeah.
Got some rights and vibes going on back there.
That's a toothbrush.
Nice.
Whoa! It's Mao's toothbrush.
That he never used. So pristine.
It smells like his teeth. What a gross note to end on.
I also used Posca pens.
Aw, yeah. Because they're the best.
And
Posca,
sponge.
sponsor us.
And another sponge.
Oh, look at you. Using toothpicks and shit.
And a fountain pen.
Oh, yeah. We'll go through one last time. You guys already saw mine and Jeff's. Kevin's
I'm
on
just
new
on the ice.
new and better things. Oh, yeah, that's kick-ass, man.
Fucking suck.
Hell yeah. Wirehead.
Close
That's
up
awesome.
on Rob's severed head.
Dude, I
Oh,
love
that's
it.
me.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh man, that didn't even
Yeah, that's
register with me before. That's fucking brilliant, dude.
That's
That's so
fantastic.
rad.
Well, we kept talking about
I
Wired
mean-
Head coming in and killing him, so
That is so good.
Oh, dude, I love it.
Oh man, Ryan's one more
So this is
time.
Rob right here.
Yeah,
This is Rob. It's been Rob the whole time.
You need more muscle definition from me, Ryan.
I'm fucking
Oh, I'm
jacked.
sorry. I'm
make
sorry.
the guy getting his head popped more handsome.
Yeah. Oh man, that is so.
I didn't even do the
sick.
glasses or anything. So
Didn't have
I
enough
love the
time.
blood on that too. Like
Yeah,
that's like one of the few things I'm like a tard with. I cannot render blood splatter good at all. Things I need
I
to
asked
work
Tim
on.
Vigil about it once, and I didn't expect this answer from Tim Vigil. I say, "How'd you get so good at blood splatters?" And he said, "Well, growing up, we would hang out in the sauna and take water in the dish and throw it against the wall and look at how it splattered out." I'm like, "That's not the answer. That's what, in a sauna as a kid?" I was like, "What?"
Right?
Hanging out in a sauna.
Yeah, us kids always in the sauna.
Oh, we're doing my. Oh,
Not
well.
rushing you, but are you done, Rob?
Yeah, well, yeah. It's. I just wanted to put a little. Real quick.
It's like just don't want to hold you guys up forever. It's almost 12:30 now.
I'm all
Wow,
good.
that's crazy. Well, let me get a little.
Yeah, time flew. I'm gonna be up for a while. I don't give a shit, but
Yeah, I can stay up on this if you want.
Quick
We can-
splatter, splatter,
we can
splatter.
keep it going as long as you guys want. I won't rush you out of here. I'm gonna have to run to the bathroom again. I am dying.
There it is.
Fuck yeah, dude.
That's so cool.
Wirehead.
Yeah,
Did
I'm
you
like,
did you say what you use to draw with?
Oh, me? Yeah, I use. This
His
is.
hands.
I
it's a
have a
finger painting.
toothbrush, brush, and I use Dr. Martin's
Oh,
Black
the
Star ink.
pH Martin.
I got that too.
Yeah, it's the best. This I'm not going to buy this again. I prefer Pro White, but this is Dr. Martin's Bleed Proof White. It's just
Yeah.
it's not good to draw over, so I'm not going to use
Okay.
this again. I don't recommend this. That's what I like to do with the Pro White. I could just go right over it. With this, you can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Pro White lays pretty flat too. That's what I really like about it.
Yeah. So
Kick ass. All sorts of kick ass Wirehead art tonight. I'm glad we
love
could
it.
do this. Yeah, I
Thank
mean,
you.
if any of you guys need to duck out, you can. If you want to keep going, I'll keep it going. I'm
I have to
I'm in
get up
no
a little
hurry to
early
jump
tomorrow.
off. Yeah, I know
Yeah,
you got
I
like
have to
real
duck out, too.
responsibilities.
Yeah, but no, this was great, man. I had a lot of fun, and thanks for doing Wirehead, guys. That's really awesome.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna probably end up trying to color these.
Oh, that'd be
They're all
sick.
red.
That would be sick.
You guys will have to scan
I'll
those
send you
and get
mine.
them to me. I was gonna say, I
Yeah.
think I'm going to finish mine up and like watercolor it a little bit, but I might just give mine away to some lucky City of Rot backer.
Ah, okay.
Because that's what I'm
idea.
going to be doing with a bunch of the sketches I've been doing on streams. Or I'll send it to you, Rob, and you can do whatever the fuck you want with it. Who knows? We'll figure something out.
Might as well
But,
for $5,000.
Yeah. That'd be the dumbest shit ever. if something of mine sold for that kind of money, I would slap the man who spent that money. I'd be like, I'll draw you 5,000 things.
Oh man.
But
Well,
yeah,
this-
I'll keep it going. If you guys got to duck out, Ryan, Rob, thank you for coming on. I have to duck out right now just to go to the bathroom, but I'll be right back. So,
all right, guys. Well, this is great,
All
man,
right.
and I'll talk to you guys next time for sure.
yeah, back Wirehead guys in chat. Stream's gonna keep going, but I guess it's just gonna be me, Kevin, and Jeff for now.
Yeah. Thanks, Colin. Thanks for chilling.
Hell yeah,
Take
take
care,
it
guys.
easy,
It
dudes.
was fun.
Take it easy,
Bye,
man.
everyone.
All right, now
Yeah,
let's go.
thanks,
We all
guys.
hate him, right?
Yeah. I'm actually gonna stay now that he's gone. I was just saying I was gonna
Yeah.
leave so we could get rid of him. But I'm really gonna
Solidarity.
stay now.
Yeah, it's like a trick.
I think he was
So
tubing the
badass.
whole time.
Oh, such a
Oh,
tuber.
that's what I'm doing
Such a
right now.
tuber. No, but I'm gonna
Tubing
get going
hard.
too, guys. Thank you so much. This was a blast. Spencer, I'll send it to you to color. Kevin and Jeff, great job, and great job making me laugh all night too.
Hell yeah, dude. Thanks for coming on, Ryan.
Yeah, take it easy, man.
And,
You're the best, dude.
I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Thanks. Take care.
All right, we all hate him too, right?
Yeah, fuck that guy. No, we're gonna keep it going. I think I'm gonna at least do a sketch for Dan's little prompt for today, which was Doctor Strange doing Doctor Strange shit. But I'm gonna hit the bathroom again really quick. If you guys want to draw a Doctor Strange doing spooky Doctor Strange things,
I might hop off, but I already did it. I drew Doctor Strange.
oh,
That's him.
that's him.
You remember that
Yeah.
scene, right?
Extra strange.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Benedict Cumberbatch ugly as
I'll be
hell.
back in a minute.
Are you a fan of Doctor Strange?
What? I can't say that I am. I haven't really read a lot of his stuff, or a lot of books with him in it. I think, like, honestly, the only real book that I ever read that he had him or that he was in was it Civil War?
Mm-hmm.
I think I like randomly have like one little collected version, but it's like volume 2. But I remember there's like a really cool scene where they're obviously it's like after the Civil War, so everyone's like split. But they're like hiding in a house, and then like Tony Stark goes in there because he's trying to find all them, and then like Doctor Strange like masks everyone with like magic,
Mm-hmm.
and like it's a really cool. I just like the way that it was drawn because it's like how would you figure that out like from a script to like visually? But basically, Tony Stark's almost like face to face with Doctor Strange, but he can't see him, and Tony Stark like knows that there's something weird going on. And I was like, that's such a cool scene, and I never thought about that character kind of like using his powers for stuff like that. I always thought it was something like creating portals and
Mm-hmm.
fighting demons or something. I don't know. I just wasn't super familiar with him, so seeing that was really really cool, and it definitely I'd say gave me more of an appreciation and like kind of an interest into looking into his stuff. That and then my roommate, my first year of school in New Jersey, he was a really big fan of Gene Colan, who
Mhm.
drew Doctor Strange quite a bit, I guess.
Yeah, and like Tomb of Dracula too, right?
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. It's just, I feel like usually when I kind of find out about a character, it's like, okay, I want to like check out the old stuff first. But I still haven't gotten around to it, honestly, because for the most part, like the Marvel stuff doesn't super interest me. But
Mhm.
it's still fun to like read and kind of just, I think it gets the gears turning when you read something. You're like, okay, well, if I thought of that, how would I, approach that, or how would I go about it?
Yeah, Ryan in the last stream brought up a good point of like, Doctor Strange is a really cool character, but he never really got into him because there aren't very many great stories with Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
There's a lot of characters like that, that are just cool characters in concept, but nobody's really done anything great with them.
See, that's what like I just thought I was like, oh, I just don't know which ones. But I guess that is more so the case that it's just like there's no one really utilized those characters.
Mm-hmm.
They just created them and they kind of just sit there on a shelf, I guess.
And I was really disappointed in the movie too, because you can do so much with Doctor Strange and make that film just like mind bending.
Yeah.
Like to me, Doctor Strange as a movie should have been like one part The Fall or The
hell
Cell,
yeah.
and then like one part Labyrinth, where it's just like constant trompe l'oeil and camera tricks and all this kind of stuff, where you never really know like what's happening,
Yeah, yeah.
And instead, it's just basically,
Excuse me. Inception.
Inception with Iron Man.
Yeah.
And all the magic is just like they're basically just using weapons, magic weapons. And it just looks so silly to me when they're all training and they're conjuring their weapons and doing the same thing like they're in Shaolin monks or something.
Yeah, I think I only saw like part of that movie. Like, honestly, I think most of the Marvel movies I haven't really seen. Not because like lack of interest. It's just like I don't have much time. So when I do have time, it's like I want to watch something that I want to be like, hell yeah, that was dope.
Mhm.
Like Aquaman. No, but I do love that movie because it's so insanely bad.
Yeah.
Like for my birthday, we just had, this is like last year, we had a bunch of people over, and typically it's kind of like I just don't really care about my birthday, so I'm like, whatever, we'll just like barbecue or make food, just eat some good stuff and drink some beer and have a good time. But I was like very adamant that I was like, we need to watch Aquaman, and I was like, I have to wait for like the right time in the night to show that movie. So everyone had been there for a little bit. We'd all been drinking beer. We all ate, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna put on Aquaman, and it was hilarious because everyone was just like groaning at first, like, I don't want to sit down and watch this movie, to just laughing hysterically and like applauding at how horribly hilarious that movie is. And I think the best part is like an hour in, maybe even less. But I was like, how long do you think it's been that we've been watching this movie? They're like, dude, it's got to be almost over. I'm like, it's not. There is quite a bit more to this movie.
It's the kind of movie where like they realize like this might be the only chance to ever do an Aquaman movie.
Yeah.
So let's just throw in every single thing Aquaman's ever done.
Yeah. No, it's so good. Like it's so funny. But yeah, the Doctor Strange one, like I remember like certain scenes, but for the most part, like I think maybe I did watch the whole thing, and that's just how much I just didn't really enjoy it, is that it was completely forgettable.
Yeah. That's been the case with a lot of Marvel movies lately. Like their last batch of movies are all pretty, even like Infinity War, what's the second one, Endgame?
Yeah. I can't tell you anything about either. Like I can maybe remember a couple of the people that got dusted, like
and like, I enjoyed them.
Certain points. Yeah, I remember liking them.
I don't remember. I don't like. We went to see that with a buddy of mine who lives in Germany. He came back here and he hung out with us, and we were like, let's go see the movie. And after we watched it, like we didn't have anything to say about it. Like we all were like, yeah, it's pretty good, but we didn't have anything to comment after that. We kind of forgot a bunch of it because it's just disposable.
I was hammered during it. Some friends bought like some tickets, and then I was just like, I didn't eat, and that's never good. And I was like, no, I'll be fine, and like drank like a couple 40s beforehand, and I was like, nope. And it was just a bad experience overall. But again, like, yeah, I think I went back and watched the movie, and it was just like, oh, I just don't care about this. Like the last thing that I saw, like honestly, like I think like movie wise was something that I enjoyed was literally like, I mean, it just happens to be Marvel, but Into the Spider-Verse. Like me and a buddy went to go see that, and like walking out of the theater, I was like, I want to immediately go watch that again.
Yeah, that was actually a good movie.
Yeah.
That's the thing with the other ones, though.
It's on Netflix now, actually. I was pretty stoked that it was on there.
It's weird how much the like Avengers movies feel just like an event comic. Like I watch it and it's like almost out of my head as soon as I'm done with it. Like
yeah, it's honestly, I feel like a lot of the build up to those movies, I was like more into those. And then like once it got to those movies, I was like, oh, I'm kind of just like over this. Like I've already seen these guys enough.
And you see you get the focused version on the hero in their solo movies where you get way more interesting stuff with the characters than you get when they're in the Avengers ones, obviously, because it would be like a 4-hour movie if everybody fucking got equal screen time and whatnot. But it's like, I genuinely, if I had like a gun to my head, could not like go through the Avengers movies again and tell you like the plots accurately or anything like that. It all just sort of gels together.
Oh, for sure.
That's what makes me all bummed out is like the new phase, whatever fucking phase we're in now for the Marvel stuff. Like Jeff was saying earlier, how Disney Plus isn't going to be doing rated R stuff. They're like finally getting around to all these characters I'm excited for, and I'm like, it's probably just going to be really bland, boring shit. Like I'm not really looking forward to Blade.
Dude,
not really looking forward to, like, especially after the announcement of Nick Kroll for potentially playing Moon Knight.
I just saw that Oscar
Isaac. Yeah.
Yeah, Oscar Isaac kind of makes sense, but like even that's like, all right, it's just sort of like Oscar Isaac's a hot name right now. There's a bunch of other characters I think he works way better for. I feel like he'd be a better New Age Wolverine if you're going to throw him into the Marvel universe.
I always wanted Jake Gyllenhaal to be Moon Knight.
Gyllenhaal and Keanu Reeves I thought were great, and they were both talked to, and then Gyllenhaal ended up being fucking Mysterio.
Terrible.
I saw basically on Twitter someone was like, "Oh yeah, like the new casting for like Moon Knight," and it was that panel where he's like, Moon Knight's like, "Dracula, I know you're here. You're like, you nerd.
Know
Where's
who-
my money?"
Yeah,
And it's like you could put anyone next to that, and I'll be happy on the casting of Moon Knight. It's as long as they say that.
That's the best thing ever. I like did a bunch of sleuthing on that. You know what that's from?
Huh.
That's from like
What
Jason
the?
Aaron's blog. Jason
really?
Aaron, yeah, that's just like a panel he wrote as a joke over an old panel, and it was like from his old
Gotcha.
blog. That's like the fucking best thing he's ever written. Know who I think would be really good for fucking Moon Knight though? He'd have to, you know, I don't know like how fucking jacked he is in everyday life or whatever, but the dude who played Will Graham in Hannibal. I think he'd be really good Mark
don't know.
Spector.
The TV show Hannibal?
Hugh Dancy, I believe is his name. I'll pull up
Oh yeah.
The Dancy Man.
Hugh Dancy I thought would be good, or the guy who was I think it was Sawyer in Lost.
Oh yeah, he was like a big deal back in the day. Like he was getting fan casted and everything.
He's a solid actor too.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he looks the part. Yeah, Hugh Dancy
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think could definitely do it, especially if they're going more with the newer shit. What was it, the lunatic arc and everything, where like you don't know if like Moon Knight's like just a nutcase or actually has powers and all this stuff. Especially in Hannibal, he plays like a really good nutcase. I don't know if you've watched that show, but it's like one of my favorite more recent TV shows.
Started watching it, but
Mads Mikkelsen's another one, man, where they really fucked up using him for a villain, and you basically wasted him in fucking
Yes.
Doctor Strange. Holy shit!
he's
Like,
so.
I was just thinking
Fuck
too the other day. I saw the trailer for The Stand. You know, they have the new one coming out with
Mhm.
Alexander Skarsgård. And
Yeah, he's Randall Flagg, isn't he?
yeah. And he was originally in the running for Thor. And it would have been awesome because they could have cast him as Thor, his brother who plays It as Loki, and his dad who's already in Thor as the Doctor could have been Odin. He
Thor's
would have
one
had
of
an
those,
actual family.
Thor's one of those weird ones, though, where like had they cast him as someone like him, that would have completely changed the overall tone of like the Avengers movies and everything. Because Thor ends up almost being like a comedy relief a lot of the time, and I feel
I
like
hate it.
Skarsgård would have been way more serious. The only one I liked it in was the new one where he was Fat Thor, and it wasn't even because he was like fat or anything. I just was like, oh, this feels like he's like, you know, a real character, and he's finally like, this might be something he would do if he got, you know, stranded in our world for a bit. Like, this is his character actually having some sort of development, even if it's actually ridiculous. But you go through all the other movies and he's just like the same big idiot in like all of them.
It's like constantly the joke is just, oh yeah, he's not from here,
Yeah.
so he doesn't know what coffee is. And you're like, okay,
What a fish out of water dumb guy. But he's good to look at, right?
But yeah, I get what you mean, Jeff, where you're just like, yeah, this is the whole joke, is he's basically just a punchline at this point. And you're like, well, no, you could still do cool stuff with that.
I didn't
Yeah.
like how they
Oh,
handled
who's
it.
that hot, sexy man?
Yeah, this dude's another dude who I think would be good for Mark Spector. And he's kind of got like the like rugged sort of Indiana Jones vibe, which like the old Moon Knight books were all over the fucking place. It's like at one point he was like had like 6 personalities, and one of them was like a taxi cab driver in one city, and like one of them was like a globe-trotting fucking playboy. Like, it made no fucking sense, but there's a lot you can do with the character, and I feel like if they're going Oscar Isaac, that makes me think, I think it's Lemire who did the lunatic arc.
Jeff, what were you gonna say about Fat Thor?
No, I hated that way they treated Thor in both of those Infinity War movies. Like in the first one, he's just like a jerk again, and he's just being condescending and douchey.
Yeah,
and
Lemire and Greg Smallwood.
And then I hated the way they treated Hulk too, where it's just like, okay, now we're gonna put him in a sweater and he's funny. Like every character has to be funny.
It's so weird
Yeah.
too, because Ruffalo ended up being like a decent Bruce Banner for the most part, and I
Mhm.
feel like they just gave him shit to work with.
Yeah, like he
Like
was really great in Avengers, and now I really hate his version of Hulk because
the
I think
Scarlett Johansson angle with Black Widow, I was like, oh man, they could have really like developed this and made something
Yeah.
good with this. It's almost not touched on after Thor Ragnarok.
I was gonna say
Like,
Thor
it's just like,
Ragnarok set up so much, and then that just never paid off.
yeah, exactly. There's like it's like a joke, but the punchline never comes. It's like, what the fuck is going like that's again like these characters that don't really ever see any development across the entirety of the films. It's like even in like their solo films, like Hulk finally gets like his moment to shine, and you get this like out of nowhere, almost like nobody was expecting it, this almost romance angle, and just there's like you wait 2 movies and it never pays off. Like it gets back to the new Avengers and they don't really touch on it or anything. Like there's not even like a little callback to it, like they're still flirty or anything. I can't even remember a point where the characters interact again. Like
Yeah.
it's bonkers.
Yeah.
It's honestly, it comes across like bad writing. That's the whole thing with like same thing with the new Star Wars movies. Like when everybody started freaking out and like yelling about those, is like you look at it for 5 minutes and it's like really just like plot holes everywhere, which looks like, you know, they either rushed it out the door or they didn't care enough. Like, and
Well, and like Loki was like a genocidal maniac, and then by like the Ragnarok, like, oh Loki, you silly goose.
yeah, they're like, it's okay. He's not a complete bastard anymore. Like, that's the whole thing too, is like the sort of like shades of character development and the like heel turns and stuff like that are so weird and all over the place. And like to feel the weight and like the gravity of like the impact of things in one movie, you essentially need to forget all the other movies, which is sort of the problem with like superhero comics in general too, is like you can't be constantly like one-upping what happened before that, because eventually you hit some sort of plateau. It's like trading card games and shit with power creep. Like, you know, you come out with a bunch of your world-ending event right out of the gate, and then nothing else really seems like that bad anymore. Like, oh, we already, you know, saved the world from an alien invasion, so what's a fucking bank robbery? Like,
Yeah.
It's like Independence Day.
yeah.
It's like, how are you gonna top the first one?
Yeah, what happens in the second one? I still haven't seen that movie.
I don't know, but I watched the guys on Come Town explaining it, and it's really funny because they're like, it's just the same movie, and I'm like, it makes sense. They're like, it's the same movie minus the 1 star that made it a blockbuster hit.
Yeah.
Right.
There's like a giant kaiju battle at the end, basically.
Well, that sounds cool. Now
So
I
should
want to
just
watch it.
the end.
Just pull it up on YouTube.
Yeah, good call. Let's get this stream struck. Or we can watch it on mute, I think.
This is my new profile pic.
What is it?
The self-portrait.
Hell yeah.
I've been having way too much fun with like the symmetry tool and Procreate. It's good stuff.
Oh yeah, I love that. Shit. I lost the final battle in the movies, what you're saying?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Oh, that's loud. Okay. And we got pow.
I like how everything's on YouTube now. You're just like, oh yeah, I didn't see this like This is the only good part of this movie, so I'm just going to pull that
With
up.
no audio. We got big aliens. It's so fucking dark too, which I think is hilarious when they do that shit in these movies like this, where it's like all CGI.
Yeah, and it's like that was. I want to see the aliens more because I remember those aliens being terrifying.
Yeah, right. And it's like, dude, some fucking dude had to model that thing for like endless hours to make it look fucking great on screen, and you're just covering the whole thing in shadows. Like, it's not Alien. This thing isn't like creeping around and picking people off one by one. It's literally, it's fucking flying around in space shuttles and shit, fucking killing people. Like, I don't need to see glimpses of it. Let me, yeah, see, there we go. Show me this fucking alien. Like, why am I just seeing like glimpses of it behind a window and shit? Like,
That was actually a cool shot. I like that.
yeah. This is like what Transformers was trying to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, it doesn't even look bad in like full lighting too. I'm like, why the fuck is there so much of it just in shadows?
Why is it chasing a bus though too?
This is
we should probably watch the movie to find out, huh?
I was gonna say this is basically what the Monster Hunter movie is about to be.
Oh, dude, I can't wait for that. I'm gonna get real hammered.
Real drunk. Yeah. This is the ending of Jeepers Creepers 2.
Yeah, Jeepers Creepers 6.
Yeah. Back to the school bus.
The scariest part of that is the director.
Yeah, clearly.
Yeah, the scariest part of that movie is working on it. If you're underage.
He's still working, isn't he?
That was like when all the Fangoria people were freaking out about how Cinestate had like accidentally hired a rapist and was taking forever to fire the guy or whatever, even though they had already fired him. All the Fangoria editorial was like really mad that it took them too long or some shit. So Fangoria asked, like their editorial team asked to be bought out by someone else, so Cinestate wouldn't own it anymore. It actually went through recently and everything, but Jesus, where was I going with this? Holy fuck. I was making some sort of point.
Nah.
Are you?
Yeah, right. Don't drink, kids.
Alone.
Fuck, what was I talking about?
I don't know. You're saying something about like.
Oh yeah, the fucking Jeepers Creepers stuff. That guy was like openly raping kids the whole time, and when that shit happened with Cinestate, all the Fangoria people were like freaking out about Cinestate, which obviously, yeah, dude's a rapist, that sucks. But the company was like actively addressing it. It was like, you guys still cover the Jeepers Creepers movies in your magazine and shit. Like, those movies are made by a rapist who's been caught like multiple times raping.
They're like, but we like that one.
Yeah, but his movies are good.
It doesn't count if we like it.
Yeah, this is just like nonsense happening. Know what this feels like? They shot the whole movie and they were like, wow, this movie sucks. And then they're like, just put a big alien at the end of it.
Yeah.
What's funny too is that the director, was it Roland Emmerich that directed that?
Yes.
He was like, oh, superhero movies are so stupid and over the top, and they just bashing them, and it's like then he just make basically a superhero movie.
Mm-hmm.
That's like the Monster Hunter movie that's about to come out. Like, that shit is nothing like the video game, other than it's just like cherry picking the creature design from a video game property to make its own thing.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that was my favorite thing, is reading the comments when that like the actual trailer just dropped, not just like the teaser.
Yeah.
But everyone was like, dude, my favorite part of Monster Hunter, the US military. And I was like, damn it.
Dude, I was like pissing my pants laughing. I was like, everything turns into Call of Duty now.
Yeah.
Everything. and it's hilarious. And I like that kind of stuff, but I was like, Monster Hunter, I was like, oh man, we're about to get like a crazy fucking fantasy movie. Like, it's probably going to be pretty stupid. But
So-
it's like, to just get like an over the top monster killing fantasy movie is going to be, I was thinking like Conan the Barbarian. I was thinking they were going to do those little calico cat
No.
guys. Like,
You know that's not gonna happen.
oh no, they released the trailer. It's so not that.
But it's like never gonna happen. Like, especially I think with
could you
video game
imagine how
movies.
ridiculous that would be? Like, I was like, in an ideal world, it'd be like Jim Henson puppets for those fucking little cat creatures and like amazing monster work. Like, even if it was Mila Jovovich and fucking all Tony Jaa and all these other fucking people, and it was just like set in like the time the games are set in, it wouldn't be that bad. But I'm like,
Yeah. The cast is fine.
Do you remember the joke that I told you? It's a long running joke between me and it's a good friend of mine, Jacob Spencer. But that joke that I told you, we're like, oh yeah, like Mia Jovovich is not allowed. Like, she's kept in a room and she's only brought out to make Resident Evil films.
yeah,
So I always like laughed at that, and I was thinking, the new one. I was like, it's Paul Thomas Anderson. No, that's the
Paul W.S. Anderson.
Paul W.S. Anderson is
not the artsy one, the idiot one.
Paul
The
W.S.
artsy
Anderson.
one.
I didn't realize he's married to Mia Jovovich.
Yeah, yeah, that's why you didn't know that.
Nope, and it cracked me up even more. I was like,
That's
oh,
why
he
when
does
you
keep her
first
in a
told me
room.
that, I was like, dude, that's like a perfect little bit for an animated TV show. Like, you just do a cutaway of that, and it's just like him sitting at his couch, and Mila just like locked in the basement. Like, can I come out yet?
No,
Like, I haven't finished the script for the next Resident Evil.
But
it's
those
a
movies
Monster
are also
Hunter.
super inconsistent. Like, they change each sequel.
Dude, that's the funniest thing too, is it's like it's like the next one comes out and you watch it and the writer was like, oh my god, what the fuck did they do in the last one?
Yeah.
We need a course correct like crazy.
I gotta retcon all of this.
Yeah, except they're like written by the same dudes and directed by the same guy. It's like he's going through like manic episodes annually. It's like, what was I thinking?
And it's like, you can tell he was just looking at whatever was cool at the moment, because the second one is like her
It's
on
whatever
doing a
was
wire
cool,
work
like
and
9
stuff.
years before the movie came out.
Yeah,
It's not exactly at the moment. Those the closest movie I think I could, in like tone and style, could attribute to the Resident Evil movies is like that movie Torque.
Oh yeah, the motorcycle knockoff of
Fast and the
Furious.
Furious.
Yeah.
Except it was like, I can't remember anything about the story other than people doing like really bad CGI motorcycle tricks. Yeah, that's what I think of for like vibe and tone and style of the Resident Evil movies. Is
Dude, I loved that movie when I first saw it.
Torque?
I was like, what, 15 or 14 whenever it came out?
I thought you were going to
so
say
fucking
Resident
cool.
Evil because it's like, that's a little bit more understandable than Torque. Now I'm like, 2004 that was. God damn.
Was it
I was
2004? I was 19.
14 when that came out.
Torque? Y'all talking Torque?
Yeah, bro.
I zoned out for a little bit.
That's what I was saying. I was like, the only movie I can think of that's like tone and feel like the Resident Evil movies is that movie Torque. Like,
Yeah.
the original Resident Evil movie, if it had a completely different name, would have been a great movie.
What about Underworld?
Kind of, yeah.
Underworld had that vibe where it's just like that street sign. That street sign went
Underworld,
nuts.
that's Kevin Graveau too, right? He writes comics and stuff too.
Mhm. Yeah, he's on Allegiance.
Yeah, the big black werewolf from Underworld is the guy who wrote it.
The werewolves in that
really?
were awesome.
Dude, I loved the design of like the vampire werewolf hybrid where he's just a regular dude, but he's like marble blue skin with like giant black eyes. I was like, that's cool.
That's another Greek, Patrick Tatopoulos.
He was in Underworld, that guy right there. That guy.
Oh yeah, he was like the human.
I'm
like
pretty
boyfriend or
sure.
something.
Yeah,
No,
I'm
you're,
pretty sure.
you're thinking of the hybrid.
Yeah, wasn't that him?
No, that's not
Scott
him.
Speedman. This dude was in some other shit. This dude
They
was the
look the
guy.
same. It's a white dude with like
this
medium
guy
length hair.
this guy was like late 90s, early 2000s guy, and they thought he was gonna be like really big, and I'm pretty sure this movie tanked his career.
Yeah, he was in what's that fucking movie with Ryan Reynolds where there's all the assassins?
Oh, Smoking Aces.
Smoking Aces. He's in that.
Is he really?
Yeah, he's the guy that like, he's the kid that's like jerking off in this karate outfit. That whole weird scene.
Oh yeah, he's in the bathtub and like one of his like a couple of his fingers are missing or whatever. And he's like, that kid's great.
Originally that character you were talking about, the hybrid, he was supposed to have like black peach fuzz all over his skin. Like it would still be humanoid, but instead of being that like shiny black skin, it was going to be like a little layer of peach fuzz. So he's kind of furry, but not really.
He's kind of a furry, but
yeah.
Not really. No, you're talking about Smoking Aces though, and I still always think of that one scene with what's his face from Arrested Development. Why am I blanking?
I'm waiting.
I'm just completely blanking.
I just want my kids back. Tom Jane.
No. No.
I know, I'm just saying because Tom Jane.
Closed out of like all the tabs at once. That was ridiculous. The dude who directed Torque is Joseph Kahn, the dude that Frege fucking storyboards a bunch of shit for. We gotta see if Frege can get him on sometime to talk about Torque, because that'd be fucking. I don't remember Dane Cook being in Torque either.
Sir, were you fully torqued when you made the movie Torque? How much torque would you say was involved in the movie?
Dude, yeah, Martin Henderson is he was in Smoking Aces. Hollis Elmore.
I still can't think of who
was Torque produced by McG?
Let's hope so.
Trying to look up his Smoking Aces character really quick. Oh, he's the dude who's like bleeding out for the whole movie?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's the one that has the Smoking Aces.
Yeah, with the No, it's with the... Yeah, you're right. When you were saying the karate kid who gets like a crazy erection living with the old lady.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But you know what's even crazier? Chris Pine was one of those crazy brothers, with the mohawk.
Yeah, and Joel Edgerton is fucking the weird fucking Russian guy with the crop top.
Oh shit! Wow, that movie has a ton of actors I didn't realize were in it.
That's what's his face? Ayer, the dude who did Suicide Squad.
No, I thought it was Carnahan.
I was thinking Jason Bateman. I just could not think of Jason Bateman's name.
That's right, it is Carnahan. What's the Ayer one I'm thinking of that I always fucking mix this up with?
Suicide Squad.
No, yeah, Jesus Christ.
When they go see Jason Bateman, though,
it might be Narc.
And Jason Bateman's like all like drugged out and like sores on his lip. He's like, "Look, guys, just big dick swinging around." He's like this weird, creepy dude in a hotel. That's my favorite part of that movie.
So we got to get back to Torque.
We got to get back to Torque.
Yeah,
what were you asking about Torque before? It was written by Matt Johnson.
Is it all your favorite movies like mine?
Well, you were asking something about someone being on it.
Was it produced by McG?
Yeah.
Producers. Where the fuck?
What's up, Boob Dan Art?
Does it not even have it? Oh, what's up, dude?
It's rated on IMDb for moderate for frightening and intense scenes.
Boob Dan Art did that awesome piece of fan art for us for City of Rut. Yeah. Oh my god, dude! The fucking soundtrack had Hoobastank on it, so you know it's good. Production Co. Warner Brothers. It doesn't have producers listed.
This movie makes fun of the Fast and the Furious franchise. In the opening, a street sign spins and says, "Cars suck."
Was it really supposed to be a parody?
No, it's just making fun of
A biker returns from Thailand to set things straight with his girlfriend. One gang leader wants him for delivery of 2 motorbikes filled with crystal meth, and another gang leader wants him for murdering his brother. Matt Johnson. What else did Matt Johnson write?
Joseph Kahn has stated in interviews that studios prevented him from creative control of the film. He wanted to make a dumb movie for smart people.
Matt Johnson is awesome looking. And he also wrote Into the Blue.
Sick. Another P. Walker movie.
And Tracers with one of the kids from was that Taylor Lautner from Twilight?
Is that like the free running movie?
Yeah, that's what it looks like. It looks stupid. I love that Joseph Kahn said that they wouldn't allow him creative control of this movie. That's hilarious. He did that movie Detention from 2011. That's not actually terrible. Beth really liked that. But he did also do that. He did that rap battle movie Bodied. That looks absolutely hilarious.
Bodied. What the fuck is that?
Bodied.
Let the bodies hit the floor.
Do we have to watch the trailer for Bodied? He directs. He's also the guy who did the Power Rangers movie, I'm pretty sure, too. Or he did the short that got the movie greenlit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he did the James Vanderbeek short.
Oh, okay.
And then that was the funny thing is I'm pretty sure they didn't hit him up to direct the movie. And that short is like what built all the buzz for a movie to get made. Bodied 2017. You haven't heard about this before, Kevin?
Mm-mm.
Oh, damn.
I'm still focused on Dracula 2 Ascension, dude.
Oh, the whole movie is evidently on...
you twirl your beard easily.
Dracula 2 Ascension.
You do kind of have this like Vlad the Imperial vibe going right now. Like you need that like little hat with the beads and stuff.
Sometimes I'll put my hair in a bun, and then I think it was like one of my buddies was like, "Oh, you doing like a whole like a samurai pirate thing?" And I'm like, "I'm not meaning to. I'm just trying to go about my day."
I can't believe. Oh shit! I did it wrong again. I didn't do the audio. I can't believe you've never heard of this, Kevin. Like when this came out, I remember people were sharing it like all over social media, and I thought it again was like some sort of sketch comedy thing. Like I couldn't believe it was reality.
On your Windows computer, 11.2.
All right, what's up? This is the California Battle League, and I'll
Dirt
be your
Nasty.
host, Donnie
Simon
Narco,
Rex.
a.k.a. the Walking Drug Lab, a.k.a. Mr. Splash. Put my drink on your bitch's ass and won't even tip the glass. You feel
Kill it. Kill it. Burn it with fire.
Simon Rex is great.
Oh, that was an actor? I thought that was like a documentary.
Yeah, that's Simon Rex, Dirt Nasty.
Okay.
He was in like Scary Movie 3. He's the white rapper in that.
Whoa.
Shaking your hand.
So what's his face? DFD?
So shut the fuck up and chill, son. Just because you look like Kim Jong-un doesn't mean you're ill, son.
You had some
Oh,
creative
damn.
Asian jokes. At least you knew I was Korean. As far as I'm concerned, that's culturally sensitive by battle rap standards.
Yeah. I don't. You out there killing it, huh?
That audience.
Ed Sheeran, you're amazing at battle rap.
So, what do you do? I mean, besides appropriate Black culture for your livelihood.
Oh.
I also do black chicks.
Not tonight,
Whenever I battle, I'm gonna get the bitch boss, and you gonna get the Asian boss, because that's what the audience wants to hear.
Intolerance will not be tolerated!
Delete your account.
What you gonna do?
You ready for this?
The Charlemagne?
Granola.
Brutal.
Pungent aroma.
We got bitches, blunts, pregnant prostitutes.
This bitch got a wider gap than the income between white and black.
Are you trying to satirize?
If I did, then would you be satisfied?
Stop rhyming, you little.
Dude, he just can't stop rhyming.
He's so good at battle rap now. He's battle rapping the principal.
All lives matter. white people.
Yo, he just dropped an All Lives Matter in 2017. Did I hear that right?
I think that looks great.
Front, back, front, salute. Got it? Got it. All right. That was great.
I think that's pretty funny.
Unintentionally. Oh man, that
Every
was,
frame painting. Hell yeah, it's a good channel.
That was fantastic. Bodied. There you go, Kevin. The one to watch.
I already forgot what it's called.
We're at almost 3.5 hours. I think I'm gonna call it a night. And eat some food finally. I was like, I'm gonna go make dinner after this, and that was an hour ago. Jeff looks like he's fallen asleep at his table.
Huh?
Yeah, you want to?
I wish Jeff's eyes were just closed and there was eyes painted on his eyelids.
I don't know if you can see that a little better this time. I'll go.
Hell yeah.
Is that a birch tree?
It's teak.
That's rad, man.
I'm gonna color all these and hate myself. Just slice your tongue open. Ah!
Don't forget, I had a paper cut in my eye.
Oh my god. Oh, dude, why would you bring that
Try
up?
sleeping tonight, bitch.
Yeah.
Did you really?
Eyes instantly hurt. We don't need to get into this story again.
Explain.
I'm just gonna mute my.
I've had 3 eye injuries. In first grade, he took off his headset. In first grade, I got a paper cut in my eye. A kid was handing me a piece of paper, and she like swiped it in my face instead of handing it to me. Got a paper cut across the eye. 6th grade, I got a paper wasp shot in my eye. You know what paper wasp is?
No.
It's where you take a piece of paper and you fold it over and over and over again, and then you bend it so it makes like a V shape.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And you can pull it on a rubber band and shoot it, and it hurts like shit. Get that in my eye, sliced it, and then I'll take this eye, and then 14 hockey stick playing street hockey.
Okay.
But it's still 20/15 vision.
Nice. That just reminded me when we were in high school, I found like box of like the corsage pins. Now they have that like the teardrop plastic thing like on and everything. We found out they fit perfectly in straws, so you could be like a blow dart, and they would stick in your skin. So we'd literally shoot them with like at each other, just be like, ah. Well, that was always fun.
Horrible.
So anyway, like I hit my eye again, and
I'm gonna go stab out my eyes and make some dinner. Yeah, thanks for coming on, guys. Everybody in chat, thanks for hanging out. We got 8 days left on City of Rot. The link is in the description. If you haven't backed already, go
Find
check
this
it
book,
out.
buy it.
Be a good GI meow.
join
meow.
Join the Democratic Republic of China.
Yeah, and fucking back City of Rot. Check out Hammerella and Wirehead if you haven't already. Back them too. Hell yeah, Razmaz, no problem. Thanks for hanging out. And I think we'll be back sometime tomorrow. Technically today now if you're on the East Coast like me. But yeah, take it easy, everyone.
Bye guys, I love you.